All right, go ahead with a recap.
Hey, last time we started last session with the party having been split. Both Vin and Spinch were at High Hall, and Tamila and Pavel, along with Lulu, were at the temple, the temple to Shar, and in that area. Having a lot of things happening in the session before that there, but we actually started the session going down to the underground beneath there and talking to Shady C. He said that he misses his bartender, but he also gave us a lot of information regarding the werewolves in the area, including the fact that they had one prisoner. Essentially, what's happening is the werewolves are not changing back. We kind of have figured out that because there's no moon here, because there's no cycle, they're kind of stuck in their werewolf form, and they're stuck kind of in their bestial form, running on instinct and very hungry. And and while they're very loyal to their pack, they are a little dangerous right now. Um, they they can speak as beasts though, and we went and talked to the prisoner. Sorry, I'm skipping over some of my notes. We asked JDC about the leader of the werewolves. Aki is the kind of leader. She's also the head of the temple to Selene, and the prisoner is her betrothed. Um, Basically, talking to Shady C and that group, they didn't have any real plans one way or the other. Just that Shady C is enjoying the embarrassment of this group of werewolves that kind of have set themselves up as being like these really good people. It is definitely embarrassing for them to be in this kind of predicament. Um, and he also gave us some silver weapons and me some silver arrows because that is required to harm them. Um, there were a few other just things we talked about, including Pavel asked him how to get to the city of Brass and said a plane shift or a portal would be the best ways. Also asked him how could we destroy the companion, and he just reiterated that lightning comes from within the orb and that he doesn't know of its origin, only that has something to do with the deal that was originally struck around the city. And Shady C said that he would prefer the companion be controlled rather than destroyed. We went and talked to the prisoner, Omar. He could, I guess we didn't try that hard, but it seems he cannot speak in common, but he can speak as a beast, and seems to have some control of his mind. He knows his name and who he is, but he's not really in control of his hunger. But he will do what Aki tells him to do. He also wanted to eat my cat, which is the best, not the best thing, and definitely wanted to eat Shady C. At that point, we kind of we paused there after talking to Omar, and switched to Vin and Spinch, who made their way to Akaya's market. And Spinch set up a package of no cake brownies for Pavel, and decided to hide and was gonna wait for Pavel to come. Don't know if Vin wants to interject anything there because we didn't spend too much time and then we jumped back to Pavel and Tamila. I'll just keep going with the recap. We can always.
I have a
Sorry.
clarifying question really quickly,
Mhm.
because I think we know this. The deal for the companion, was that struck between Zariel and the I forget his name, the old high person,
Yeah,
not High
so
Rider, obviously.
this is something.
Overseer, the Overseer.
Yeah, Krieg.
Do we know who? Yeah, Krieg, right.
So it was the Resolute, the Creed Resolute. Let me see. But yeah, I think you talked about this with Silvira, who mentioned that it is called a solar incendiator. But it's and you learn that it means solar, means like sunlight, and incendiator means like betrayal, or awaiting betrayal, and So it has something to do with that. And yeah, the pact was made with Zariel and the High Overseer Krieg.
Okay, and we killed that guy, so.
But it also
Apparently, the pact lives on.
Yeah, because everyone made an oath to the pact. Everyone that was a citizen of Elturel was included. So it goes.
Gosh, we know about some people, right, that were around during that time. So there's High Rider, Kea, the Night Mother, were both around during that time, and there was a Hell Rider. I don't think they're still around though. I'm not sure where I wrote this down. I'll look into this. We can keep going.
Okay. So we...
Oh,
The Pavel
I'm
and
sorry.
Smilla talk... Go ahead.
Oh, real quick, before we move away from this, because
Blondie.
I realized I was muted there, which is
yep.
super fun. While Spinch was hiding and waiting for Pavel and everything, because there was like a good bit of time. I don't exactly know how much time, but there was a good bit of time where Pavel and Tamila was away, and Spinch was hiding. That like I just kind of had free reign
Yeah.
in the market district area, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just spend like as much of that time as I can gathering up supplies from the various lightning struck houses and things like that to make products in the future? Basically, can Vin just spend the whole time like salvaging wood parts for future
Yeah.
projects?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a perception or investigation for your search.
We'll do perception for sure.
Okay.
Maybe. Here we go. 25.
Awesome. Go ahead and roll a d20.
20. Okay.
That is how many pounds of wood that you found. So you find 10 pounds of good quality wood for your crafting projects.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
That was the only thing I had to add, so that was
Oh,
it.
absolutely. All right, great. All right, so let's continue. So after Spinch laid out the food, you all went back to the temple, right? And go from there.
Yeah, so Pavel and Tamila had a conversation about what happened to Pavel and with Shar and kind of what Tamila's plans are with the devil. And it was all a very long conversation, and planned a little bit with the wolves as well. And things are, I think, better, at least between them, at least a little bit. I think I might be a little frustrated at Pavel keeping secrets, but other than that, I think it's good. But we decided to take the Justiceer with us, and we went to the Temple to Salune, and we found a long sword that we determined is a moonblade, I believe. Let's see. Also, the Justiceer's mace is magical, and he also had another magical item in his bag that I think is the one he gave to Pavel later. But while Pavel was identifying the moonblade, a little ladybug landed on my bow, and Tamil had a conversation with Hirsum. Basically, he was offering her his strength in I fight against my demon. In exchange for he wanted to be a landowner on the material plane. That would give him some kind of ability to take root there if he owned land. And Jamila didn't exactly say yes, but she was inclined to be okay with that. So that is on the table. But after that, the three of us, including the Justiceer, we ventured into werewolf territory. And honestly, Aki seemed... she answered all the questions, I think, pretty well. She's keeping the rest of them in line by force. But there aren't any like civilians in this district anymore. She said they'd all gone to Shield Hall or elsewhere to seek refuge, and that her and the other werewolves are surviving by eating demons. Um, uh, there have been a lot of like plans and talks regarding the werewolves, and I might let Pavel say what he wants to do with them. Just in terms of that. But eventually the Justiciar did give we avoided a fight. The Justiciar gave Pavel a mask of many faces, and said that he enjoys when Pavel visits. And then we decided to not cross through werewolf territory, but instead to take the long way back to High Hall, so that we could then fly across to the market from the high point. I'm not glide, I guess, on the gliders. We also discussed a little bit about the value of Moonbeam. The Moonbeam spell can temporarily revert the werewolves into like their normal human form. And for that reason, we went and talked to the Druid of High Hall and asked him if he can cast Moonbeam. The Shady Sea, I think, had a spell scroll, but no one in our group can use it. It has to be a Druid that uses it. And yeah, the Druid up at High Hall apparently does have that ability to cast Moonbeam, but he was not very inclined to necessarily go out and use it. So, we glide over to Shara's Market. Unfortunately, Tamila faints, but Shadow got us there, so that was good. that was lucky dice rolls. And there was the gift to Pavel from Spinch. Pavel opened it up after being like coaxed by a lot of the people around that really wanted to know what this gift was, and it was chocolate brownies, and they were delicious. And it reminded him of a wedding where Pavel ate all the pastries, and he said it was really good, and he shares with the group, and it was very kind. Spinch snuck out of the market and towards the Temple to Ilmater. He on the way saw some the baby face demon and the spine devils around the temple, but he avoided those, going to a quiet place just to work through his emotions a little bit. He was fighting feelings of distrust and was just mournful of our kind of fragile group. But he's working through it. Fine. Hopefully fine. Pavel went and talked to Layla's mother, who was an elderly lady named Faye McKinnon. He tells her about her. When Pavel told her about her daughter, her first response was, "Oh no, what has she done this time?" But Pavel told her that she helped people and was brave, and she seemed in grief, but understanding of it, and Pavel did a great job doing that. When Pavel asked about the father and what to do with that, she was very a lot of disdain for that. Did not want him to still be alive. Called him a rat. He said, "Don't tell him that Leia died. The mother didn't want the father to feel the satisfaction of her daughter's death. She said to shove him off the edge of the city and let the devils deal with them." So when we went and talked to Ikea and gave a report, that was the sentiment that Pavel passed on to Ikea, and he said it would be done. When Pavel gave Ikea the agreement between I guess it was Duke Ravengard and them, Ikea had a big smile. He was very happy. And he explained that Maluth was now a full vampire and had gone to the Ilmater's temple. He asked about the Night Mother, and Pavel gave him just general updates on that. He mentions to tell Spinch that the offer is still on the table, and he asked Tamila if there was anything that she wanted, which I would actually like to slightly amend my answer if we can come back to that.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Yeah. I've been looking for a set of Tinkerer's tools for so long, and I didn't think of it in the moment.
Oh yeah. He will absolutely supply you with a set of Tinkerer's tools for what your team has done for him. So you now have a set.
I think Tamila was a little taken back because it's been actually kind of an interesting thing of she's obviously been involved in all of that, but she kind of feels, I think, a little bit of an outsider to all of the involvement that that specifically Pavel, I think, has with these characters in terms of how entwined they are to his destiny. So I think she froze a little bit, but I'm glad she has enough thought to ask for that. Anyways, Pavel did not want to spend his spell slot to send to Spinch, but after a little bit of not finding him, he did. And asked him if he was with Maluth at the Ill Matters Temple, and Spitz just replied that he was okay, but through tears. It was very sad. But we did give a little metagaming, but we knew Maluth was at the temple, and we knew there were the devils at the temple, so Spinch was able to make that connection and beeline towards Maluth to help his friend who might have been in danger, but Maluth was okay because he's a full vampire now and super powerful, and he destroyed all the devils and didn't need anyone's help. And Spinch just cried in his arms, and they had a good moment where I'm glad that Spinch has a good friend to help him. And Maluth actually sends to Pavel saying that Spinch is at the temple, and asks us to come get him. And Maluth tells Spinch about how he admires the crying god, and Maluth was drawn to him because of kind of cruel things that people did because Maluth being a half-orc. And he, tells Spinch how the people of Elturel endure with ill matter strength, and how, and just things you would expect a cleric or paladin of ill matter to do. It's very wise words. We decided to take a rest at the Temple till Matter. Maluth says that, I think he's still loyal to Ikea, but he has, at least in some ways, departed from him because this temple is now his home and where he intends to kind of stay and make into a refuge. But we decided to take a long rest, and Spinch at least, I think, went into a separate area. I don't know if the rest of us have decided to do. And I have a couple things I want to do in my long rest, but that is where we ended last time, is right before our long rest.
Absolutely. Anyone have anything else to add? Yeah, that was pretty comprehensive.
I think our long rest was successful, right?
Yeah, you can totally mark it off if you want to do any sort of roleplay things during the rest, as long as it's not like, I want to go outside and fight a devil. That's fine.
I have something I'd like to do during my long rest, which is Grace, a few sessions back, asked if there were any rooms we would like for her to create. Yeah. And I think it would be pretty cool if, using my proficiency and all of my practice with herbalism, if I could take my long rest to draw up a blueprint for an automated assembly line for growing the herbs for herbalism and going all the way through the motions to get a potion at the end.
Oh, nice.
That seems like something that the tower
factory
should be able to do for us. Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I think that's gonna need an intelligence-based check. So, nature or investigation.
All right. I don't have inspiration, so we're just gonna go for it. Okay.
That's pretty good.
That was 9, but not too bad.
It's functional. It requires a couple manual things that have to happen.
Yeah, and she'll be able to work those things out and automate those in time. It's fine. She'll iterate. You got it.
Yeah, it's a serviceable beginning for definitely faster and more steady supply of potions.
I'm gonna put down potion factory blueprint in my inventory.
Good. Anything anyone else wants to do?
I do. I feel like I've been talking a lot, but I have a quick thing.
Go for it.
I would like to use my Speak with Animals to talk to Shadow.
Okay.
The one that I had used it up earlier today, and here some gave it back to me.
Yeah.
And I do want to talk to Shadow just to check in and make sure she's good. And I feel like Tamila probably does this on days where we get to the end of the day and she still has that. And just check in with her. Is she good? She doing good?
Yeah, she is doing good. She thinks that this place is bad for her. She can feel that it's making her more monstrous. Like her fangs are getting longer and her claws are getting sharper, which it could be good, but it could also, she worries that she'll lose her identity.
Oh, poor girl. That's interesting. Okay. When so I'll comfort her and I'll just talk to her about who she is and all the things that make her special and unique and all of that and try to help her.
Aw.
I don't know on
That's
that.
really sweet. Yeah.
But I also had a little bit of an ulterior motive. When I cast, when I use the ability, did it feel different coming from Hearsome's magic rather than from a devil magic?
Give me an insight check. Or Arcana, whichever is better.
Insight's better. 11.
It feels a little better. It feels like when it came from Hearsome, it feels less draining and more refreshing than when it comes from your natural ability. When you use your natural ability, it feels a little bit more like draining. This is the only word I could describe it. Never enough to like knock you out or cause you to be exhausted or anything like that. It's very minor.
That's definitely good, and that alleviates some fears I had that like Hearsome was actually a devil in disguise because they could shapeshift as a thing. Yeah, but that's fine. That's mostly what I want.
Gotcha.
Tamila's very conflicted about Hearsome, but that actually helps a lot. And then, if you allowed, I want to spend a little bit of time around the long rest. Solely, I think this would just be a cosmetic thing, but I want to switch out the silver-tipped arrows to have to be made from the spine devil spikes for the shaft instead of wood.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead and roll. How many spine devil shafts do you have?
More than the 20 arrows that I have. I will check.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and roll a d20 because this is, you only have like 2 hours during a long rest, so.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll make sure I have enough, but roll a d20. 8.
Okay. Yep, so you have 8 spine devil silver tipped arrows.
Okay. Cool. See. That is all I wanted to do.
All right. Anything from Spinch or Vin during your long rest? You have, 2 hours of restful activity you can do.
I don't think anything from Spinch. He might just be crying a little bit with Maloof.
Yeah.
Just
He's
like
still
small whimpers.
comforting you. Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to morning time, he'll start asking you what you want for breakfast and if you want to help make it.
Oh, absolutely. And that does make him feel better.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gathered some from he brought some supplies from the market, so you have some like dried meats and cheeses and breads to make. Vin.
Yeah, I don't think Ving has very much that he wants to do. I think he's had a weird day
Yeah.
in which he's killed a vampire and then attacked Pavel and then went around and did some other things and stuff like that. So I think he's just sleeping. I think he's just enjoying what might be the last day in Elturel for a while. It seems
Yeah.
like so.
Possibly. Okay. All right. So Spinch, what do you cook up for everyone?
I think he'll definitely use what Maluth brought, but I think Spinch also has some meats that he'll use. Let me just double check what they are. Yeah, he has 2 pounds of boar meat, so he'll dig into some of that for everyone.
Awesome. You guys get some pork.
So it's like a really hearty.
Yeah.
It's like a hearty breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Because Spinch really is. Yeah, he's diving into this with emotion because cooking makes him feel better. It's like his natural default. So he's like really putting his effort into all of this stuff, and he just makes a nice meal for himself and everyone. Is 2 pounds everything you think for everyone here?
Yeah, you'll probably have to use all of it to feed a group of hardy adventurers.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna have an awesome breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what he does. He does some nice sausages, and I think you mentioned the bread and stuff.
Yep.
It'll be a
bread,
good platter.
some cheese. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the new day is yours. What do you want to do?
Good morning, everyone. You notice a
Um,
little bit more lightness in Spinch.
Sorry, I am just... Okay, I can go ahead and do one of these. As soon as I wake up from my long rest, and sorry, before I come down, before I talk to or see anyone, I am going to cast Sending.
Okay.
I am casting to Elishit Oroth.
Okay.
And I'm going to say to him, long time no talk. I need your help, friend. I need to visit the city of Brass. Where in the world have you been?
Will you put
Hang
that
on,
name in
I got
chat
it
for
right.
my notes?
I gotta do the word count because he would know this spell. So. How many words does I get again?
25.
I have missed your voice, Pavel. Funny you should say that, because I am with Azaz and the Resistance in the city of Brass now.
What? Substance? What? God. Okay, I just start like freaking out in my room and making a ton of noise. Like, what? What does he mean?
Make a history check.
Okay. All right. Another
Nice.
9.
You remember in one of your dreams, Azaz, which is the father of the guy from the Hammer of Heaven, that visited your family in the tower one night.
I knew that he was that guy's father.
Yeah, I think you asked Vin, or you asked that guy.
I thought they were maybe the same person. Whoa.
Oh, you didn't know he was.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
was learning the character still.
Got you. All right, so you don't know he's his
Should have
father.
been much more afraid of
Yeah.
that guy.
But the guy from Hammer Heaven did say his father has been, and his mother and father have been missing for a long time, and he inherited the place. So it's not confirmed whether or not this is him that is his father,
Okay.
but
Okay. Well, I try to calm down as I think of my next one. Okay. I finally crafted my next one, so when I calm down, I am going to cast to Spirit of Knowledge, send a Spirit of Knowledge. And I'm going to say to them, for that price, you will give me. Sorry, for that price, you will give more than knowledge. You will give me the spellbook when we reach Tiamat, and guarantee that Tamila is unharmed.
he will respond. I can do the spell book, but I cannot guarantee that.
Okay. That is all of the third level spells that I want to cast before we even start the day.
Awesome. You smell some good food.
Alright, I'll head down.
I still like the name you said for my notes.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did I get that right, actually? I think that's right.
I think that is right, yeah. The friend, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Also there?
Yep.
Yes.
Pavel look like he's thinking about anything? He comes into the room.
Is everyone here waiting?
Sure, I'll be down having breakfast.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Yeah, Pavel looks like he has a lot on his mind. He's a little bit distracted as he comes in. He's kind of
What you think
following
about, Pavel?
following the smell.
Here.
Problems for tomorrow.
There are no days here.
Right. Well, I look at Tamila.
What's that look?
It's just kind of like breathing and thinking.
Are you thinking about the werewolves?
No, actually. We can talk about that though. I'm thinking that I would like to make a deal with a devil. And what that devil wants is for you to be brought to Tiamat.
Which devil?
Spirit of Knowledge. He has Wobear's spellbook. Not Wobear's, Bername's spellbook. I want it.
I feel like we should get you your spell book. Bill takes a minute to think, but then she says, I feel like we should get you your spell book. I also think that might be a good place for me to go. I think that's where I need to go to continue my journey.
I asked Spirit of Knowledge to guarantee that you will be unharmed, and he could not guarantee that.
If you had asked the Justiciar or the Night Mother if you had been would be unharmed before you stepped into that test of shards, I feel like they wouldn't have guaranteed it either.
Fair. Maybe.
I don't think
it's
I
ungrateful for me to
this
respond to that, so I am not going to do that.
Well, I don't feel like I need to be afraid of going to that place. I mean, did he say in like what manner I needed to be delivered? I mean, as like you like tied up and unconscious would not be cool, but
no, he didn't. He's very short actually. He didn't say anything about how to do it.
Did he say where Yamet is? I mean, I think we kind of know vaguely that she's guarding the entrance to level 2 of hell, but like more specific than that?
Nope. I mean, we could probably ask around. I mean, maybe Nebula knows. I could put a hand on Nebula. Nebula, you know where Tiamat is?
Her lair is in the mountains of Dis.
In the mountains of Dis. We're looking for mountains. Maybe that's where we're going anyway. That would be fantastic. Maybe the person that that Vin's compass is going to point to is in the mountains of Dis, and we can just go there, and it's all perfect.
Do we know of anything else about mountains of Dis? Can we see mountains when we look out from Elturel?
You guys have really gone to the edge.
I wanted
right?
to do.
Yeah, you gone to the middle.
Yeah.
You didn't see any mountains there, but you haven't gone to like the outer edges to look.
We're going to do that at some point. We definitely should.
Yeah, I mean, what I'd like to do is like follows Vin's compass to like wherever it's pointing at the edge of the cliff, and like get a spyglass and just see what's out there.
Should have asked Ikea for a spyglass. He had so much equipment.
I produce a spyglass.
Oh, never mind. I forgot. I forgot you could do that.
I look at Tamila. I like collapse it and it telescopes into nothing, and my hands just push together.
Cool trick. We should talk to Vin and Spinch about. I guess we're leaving Elturel. I mean, unless you want to do something with the werewolves.
Yeah, we should talk about that. I'm not very. I don't think the werewolves are that urgent. But I think that if we leave and come back, that we might have a better idea of what to do with the werewolves.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not excited about climbing back up after we leave.
Oh well, I don't think we're going to have to. I think I'm going to get Bername's spellbook, and it's going to have a circle of teleportation in it, and I will at some point be able to cast that spell, and then I will be able to cast that spell, and then we'll just be able to come back, and we'll be in the tower, and it'll be great, and it is just perfect, and we'll be able to like just come up here and then use the gliders and go wherever we want to down below. It's really, really, really good.
See, that sounds like a really good plan to me.
Can you teleport to different planes though? Isn't that like extra hard?
Well, the tower is here.
It's in a pocket plane, right? Is it pocket?
Is it?
Well, just part of it.
Kind of. I think it'll work. Will it work? Do I think it will work?
Arcana check.
An Arcana check.
This might be more than Tamila can actually think about regarding magic. Yeah.
You think because it's of both planes right now, it's possible, but there's more chance of a failure. There's a small chance of failure.
It's worth trying. It's worth trying. It'll be fun.
If it does fail, you'll probably
Well, maybe-
take force damage to be shunted outside the tower.
It'll be fine.
But not like under the tower, then falling. It's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe have a spell that lets you fly or something like that, or you know,
Yeah,
can conjure
sure.
us like
Or a climbing spell. Do they have those?
climbing spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do have those. Well,
I mean,
kind of.
let's be realistic too here. There's a good chance that by the time we make it back to the city may almost already be in the river. So because of the chains and its lowering and all that fun stuff, so we won't even have to climb.
Has the city like shaken very much? Because I remember that was a thing when we got here. The shaking, was it like dropping?
Earthquakes, yeah, there are still the occasional like tremors that you've learned to kind of get used to. Like it's almost like when you hear them when you go to sleep, it's almost kind of relaxing. But yeah, there are occasionally it's really dangerous tremors that will bring down buildings and cause serious damage. It's not often. It's maybe like once a day, so. But it's not. So far, no one's been hurt that you know of.
We don't know where the tremors are coming from, though, right? From the
No, you're
chains
not
or from the
sure.
companion or
Yeah.
anything obvious?
Go ahead and make investigation or nature.
Okay. Am I a nature druid? No, those are equal. I will roll nature then.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem like these are natural occurrences. There must be something either magical or an outside force causing it.
Spinch, what do you think we should do?
He just he's been pretty quiet, though he seems better. He just kind of looks to you guys and says, or he shrugs his shoulders and he'll say, "You guys normally make good choices." You can tell he's kind of
Wouldn't go that far.
still a
but-
little reserved. Like he's not.
The plan is we're just gonna go down the middle, right? Is that it?
I thought the plan was to go to the southern side and look out with a spyglass while we were still tall.
Well, I think we should go to
Oh.
wherever your compass is pointing and see what's in that direction.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna jump down the middle, so I guess we can do that first. I'll look at my compass. Which way is it pointing right now?
It's still pointing like you have to point it angled down a bit. But yeah, it's pointed to the
Right.
northwest.
Okay.
Ooh, that's different.
Northwest of the map,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which
Yeah,
is
and from
reverse
from where you're
directions,
at,
I
yeah,
believe.
it seems northwest. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So
Oh,
I'd be like, yeah,
That
it's
is-
like over that way more.
yeah.
Has it changed? Like
That's
dramatically?
opposite of what it was before, right?
Yeah, it's different.
So maybe it's like really close to the bottom and it's just like flipping sides. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why don't we just jump down the middle and then we can figure it out from there?
Let's at least go to the edge and look out, and then jump down.
We do want to try to
Okay.
find mountains, right, and figure out where the mountains are and glide toward the mountains. 'Cause that's where Lulu's memories are. That's where
That's where
Tiamat
Lulu's memories
is.
are. That's what I knew. I knew we had to get to the mountains for something. What do we know about Lulu's memories being in the mountains of Dis?
You don't know if it's the Mountains of Dis, but it was a hand-shaped mountain. With definitely, you could tell there were definitely fingers. And I think Lulu hinted that it could be from like in a bird's eye view.
Okay. I vote we need to get to the edge, and we need to make as big of a loop around the edge as we can to try to figure out which way mountains are. Is what I would like to do.
Okay.
Like maybe we could like kind of head like straight east and loop up north, maybe. Or maybe head up north and then like loop around east.
It's like if we just go like beyond the walls, you mean?
Yeah, like if we go up towards the reach, but then like where the wall's like cracking, like get onto that outer edge, and then see what's there, and then loop all the way around east and then south, and then like make a plan from there. I guess I don't know.
You know, this is like a city gate entrance, so that could just be like a gate there. And then there's also a gate on the west side here.
I mean, let's just head over to the edge then. We can just see.
Yeah, we'll head towards the gate.
Okay.
Stealth check.
Stealth check.
Stealth. Okay. I feel like we never include Lulu in our conversations. I feel bad. Like, it's her memories, and she was the same, too.
Yeah, I mean, you are considering going to where her memories are. And she's just like, as long as we go to that hand mountain, and I think there were Kenku there. We need to see them.
Okay, so there we go. Hand mountain for Kenku.
All right,
You grew up with Kenku, didn't you, Vin?
Did. Yeah.
Cool.
Funny.
Are they?
Yeah. You know.
Like, more than usual.
They're like, their name. Well, I mean, I guess it's different. Well, you know, there's like, you know, they have their different names, and then they laugh at you, or laugh with you, excuse me, when you pronounce their name. Like, it's so fun. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I hope this is okay. Like role play right now. I've heard that the Kenku can't speak, but they can.
I mean, they can. They just kind of mimic other people, and all the Kenku I knew were like around people like all the time, so they just like mimicked other people constantly, and you know, you get the point across, right? You know, your cat can't speak, right? But it still talks to you, I would imagine.
What's a little
Right, Shadow?
Okay, but Shadow has a language, and she can speak just in the language she knows. But Kenku can't learn. I've heard Kenku can't learn Common, I guess.
Well, yeah. I mean, they have some, and sometimes they'll do like bird noises and stuff, but like that's different. But like, yeah, like it's, you know, it's mimicking, but it's like, you know, it's still common, right? Like imagine if, like, every time Shadow put her paw on your hand, she got a treat, right? Eventually, you know, when Shadow wants a treat, she would just do that, right? And that's kind of what it is, except more complex, right?
That is the worst way to explain that.
Welcome to Vin.
Vin didn't have a normal education.
No, Vin didn't have an education.
Yeah. Very true. You arrive at the gates and see that they are badly damaged. The doors are broken down pretty much, so you're able to just walk over the doors And you see, it's not fiery like the art, but you do see the large, like towers where the chains are attached. And go ahead and use your spyglass, so a perception with advantage.
I will give the spyglass. I don't know who's got the better perception, Spiller or Ben, but I will
Mine.
I think it's
hold
me,
it out to Ben.
because I have
Not
the
bad.
+9.
Yeah.
At the +2.
Give it to
Bad
Ben.
ranger.
Yeah,
Fine,
Vin
give-
takes it, and after Pavel corrects how he's holding it to hold it the correct way, we'll start looking around.
Awesome.
And 19.
Okay.
Not great.
All right. It's good enough to see a few landmarks in your surrounding area. So I'm going to put you guys on a new map.
Yay.
Ooh, new map.
So hopefully you see... oh, hang on. I got to move the token. Or the... Hopefully you see just like a circle. You see Elturel, and you see a small surrounding area.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you see a volcano to the north. You see like these bogs to the northeast. You do see the Hand Mountain to the southeast. You see hills to the southwest, and you see like cracked canyons to the northwest. And you see the
Okay.
river Styx.
In
There's
my-
this
in-
red line. Yeah.
Okay. And still my compass is pointing towards the bog, either like the kind of volcano-ish area or the
Yeah, it's
craggy
like this
area,
way. Yeah.
like somewhere up that way.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Then I'll let everybody know that. And I will be like, yep, there's the Hand Mountain. Hand Mountains are down there.
That's awesome. That's the way we want to go, isn't it? Mountains?
Yeah,
Hand
I
mountains?
guess so. Yep. So we just
I
need
mean,
to go.
not that a fiery volcano isn't also like really cool. Definitely worth checking out, but maybe some other time.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Considering that the mountain is the fiery volcano mountain is like that's the direction that we went to. We can see that just that's the one thing like that we
Everyone can see
the
that,
big
yeah.
fiery mountain.
Yes.
Pavel
because
is
then-
staring at that.
Yeah. Yeah, it is quite scary.
Yeah, we should go to the find the sword. That's something that someone wanted us to do, right?
Well, I mean, we got to go find Lulu's memories first. So we'll do the hand thing, and that's probably where the mountains are. So maybe you'll find your brass city or whatever there.
Yeah.
And then my guy apparently just keeps flipping directions, so maybe he'll make his way back over here.
Okay. Do we just want to jump off here?
Can I just try to do just real quick math on like how far down it is and like how fast you'd have to go in order to like travel from like that direction to that direction? Like, is this like a really fast thing? I think.
Yeah, go ahead and make nature or survival. Or investigation or survival, sorry, because it's more like math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Battle's
I don't
good,
know. I would maybe I would know this too, and maybe I just wouldn't notice it just because it's still my compass was so far pointed down most of the time. Would I
Yeah.
have noticed like sometime over the last few days when it would have switched over?
Yeah, it seemed to have
Or
been
would I
going
just
in
have
a
no
straight
idea
line.
just because of its
Yeah, over time, I would say. It went in a straight line.
Okay.
So it did
Okay, so
seem
it-
to be moving the whole time. Yeah. But it slowly.
Okay, so it wasn't Vin probably would not understand that, but I know that it wasn't like a teleport thing. So okay,
Right.
that makes sense.
Yeah. It's 22 survival.
What
Nice.
does
Yeah, so you are like 700 feet up. And each one of these hexes is 40 miles from center to center. So it will take some time to get from where you are to the Hand Mountain.
Like a... Okay, so like a... Like regular, like... Even like flying or like gliders and stuff like that. You can't... Can you get 40 miles in a day, do I think?
How long did the gliders last? I forgot. They were like...
Good question.
Yeah.
They are up to 1 hour.
There you go. So you definitely can't get there on glider. So you'd have to land and then walk.
How far do I think people can walk in a day?
That should be in the rules. Let me double check on that.
I can Google it too.
Yeah. So if you're just normally walking, let's see. It's 24 miles a day. So you would need like a day and a half.
So just real trying to do quick math on how quickly Vin's compass turned. They had a couple days, so it's not unreasonable to think they might be walking.
Mm-hmm.
Or do I think
Right.
they're on something faster?
Yeah, trying to think about that math. Yeah, you think they're walking or they're going on like horseback speed, but not they're taking breaks or whatnot. They're not pushing it or going particularly fast.
Okay. Sorry for derailing everything,
No worries,
everyone.
yeah.
But,
It's good questions. All right, so then we're gonna just jump off here, ish, and we'll start sailing towards the Hand, and then we'll walk from there.
anyone have any objections to... Oh gosh. I didn't say goodbye to Lore.
You did, yeah. Last session.
Did
You
I
said-
did. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. I did say goodbye. Okay, never mind. Good. Sorry, I didn't. I
do
thought I told
have
them
a-
I'd come back over time, but...
I do have a blueprint that I made for like a automated potion factory that I want to give to Grace so she can build that in the tower.
Can you like have
Well,
someone deliver it?
I can maybe have Piggy deliver it and then like let her send to her when Piggy gets there, but I won't know when
We-
Piggy gets there.
I mean, if we needed to, I guess we could go to High Hall and then jump out the back of High Hall, because that's closer to where we need to go, right? Because right now we're gonna have to like fly underneath the city, sort of, to get towards where we're going. At least there we'd have like closer to a straight line. Might help.
We'd have to cross the reach again, the split again. It's
I
fine.
mean,
We
that's
can do
not
that.
too hard. We usually just have it. Last time it worked really well. Spinch just kind of walked across and hit the button, and then I ran across real quick. So
Hit the button. I like it.
let's do that again.
Hit the button.
Yeah, hit the button.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the plan is to go back to High Hall for a minute and then maybe stop by Grace's tower, but then come back to High Hall and then jump off.
Or I mean, you might be able to send Piggy to that while we get to High Hall, and then hopefully Piggy can make his way back before we have to glide her away.
Well, the only thing is,
Do we-
Piggy can't really get inside the tower unless I send to Grace. But like, I'm not really
Does
gonna
it
know
not
when
have
he gets
windows?
there. Does it have windows?
You need a knock, Pavel, that Piggy can do.
Let
Secret
me look
knock.
at the map.
Secret knock.
So I feel like, are we a little bit underprepared for this trip? I mean, that mountain is like, it's like at least a 2-day walk. Do we need like, I don't know, things before we venture across the wilderness?
I don't really have money, so there's that. So I guess we'll make do.
The
We do
tower has
bring
no
coins.
windows. Sorry. Yeah. the first provisions, really Achaea and High Hall and Shield Hall are each stocking provisions.
What do you think, Spinch? Do you need anything before?
We have the
Long
Mephisto's cookbook, so I don't know if food's a problem for us.
Yeah, food is not a problem for us. Spinch will say he can take care of everyone.
Oh.
Just because we all wanted to look at the art.
Yeah, that's
I was
great
just
art.
thinking,
That's really great art.
you're only putting this up to show a little.
Best art. Okay, I guess we probably don't actually need anything. We can sleep on the ground. Camp, we're good. We're capable adventurers.
I mean, I could
That could
use
happen.
some more spell scraping ink, but I don't think there's any left in the city.
No, probably not. Maybe that fancy book will have some. Maybe it has an ink pot on the side of it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I bet Spirit of Knowledge has some, and we can just make another deal for more.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a great idea.
This is great. This is good.
Can we say that again? What does Spirit of Knowledge have that we can make a deal for?
More spell scraping ink.
Oh, spell scribing. That is true, Pavel. If you get this book, are you going to actually be able to use anything in it?
If I can get back here, because His Grace is making all of the ink in the tower now. If we get back here, we'll be able to do it. But it's just not been made yet.
Right, well, I'm just saying that whatever this deal you're making with, the Spirit of Knowledge, you should definitely milk it for as much as he's willing to give you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because he couldn't guarantee that you would be unharmed, so that means I can ask for more.
Uh-huh.
This is good. This is very good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so are you going to High Hall?
I think we're going to Torm's
I
Blade.
guess.
Yeah, we go through Torm's Blade. Okay. Alrighty. We'll keep using your stealth check, but we do need, if you're going to do the same tactic, we're going to need a religion check from Spinch. As you see, in the distance as you approach, you see a bunch of spine devils and whatnot. Alright, so religion check as you cross.
Ooh. Not cool. I think Spinch is Spinch is still kind of preoccupied emotionally, so he tries to reach out, but he can't fully put his effort and emotion into it. Maybe that's why.
Take 10 radiant damage as you feel that the bridge is angry at you for not believing hard enough. And we have to fight some devils here, so give me a sec.
Okay.
I'll kind of dejectedly say to everyone, I think Spinch doesn't flinch when he feels the pain. He's just yeah, I feel like crap. This is expected. And then he kind of turns to everyone and says, I am sorry. It did not work, in a dejected way.
Van, can you put yourself on?
Yeah.
Did I get moved off the map?
You're to the
Oh,
right.
you're still there.
You should see it.
I don't see myself. I was here and then you moved me and now I can't see myself.
Do you see Tamela? You're next
Now,
to
there
Tamela.
we go. Now I see me.
Okay, I just moved
swooped
you
in from the left, from the right.
Yeah. So Spin should be a little bit ahead because he's using that, and then have to roll for the devils in a sec.
Do you want to put up the initiative tracker before we roll?
Oh, right. So go ahead. Everyone roll initiative, please.
Awesome.
Okay, starting with Vin.
All right. So I can move. Let's do movement first. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45 to there.
All right.
Really don't want to spend any key points yet, so I'll just action dash, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
10, 20, 30, 40, 45. And I'll just get right to there. And I'll just wait.
Okay.
It's gonna be my turn.
Oh crap! So that was Vin. Okay, so Pavel, you go.
I have no idea what I can do yet. Give me
Testing
a
out your
second
new
here.
level.
Well, just how far can I get? What can I reach? What spells did I prepare this today? I set them. I was like, oh no, I should have kept web. Web would have been great right now, but I don't even know if they're close enough.
The spine devils are like hovering, like 10 feet in the air,
Okay.
so they can fly.
Yeah. So I think I'm okay. I'm just looking at my ranges.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh,
Most of my stuff, yeah, I can't reach. Yep. Okay. I could magic missile, but I don't really want to. We're gonna do this thing. This has like a crazy range. Yeah, this is. Okay, I can definitely get one of these guys. I'm gonna use Shadow Tentacle.
Yay!
We're just gonna do it today. Is there a shadow? Yeah, there's a shadow. There's this shadow, right here that can pop out and grab any of them. I think.
Nice.
So who do I want to get? Well, I don't know what it actually does. It entangles them, which is not a 5e condition.
Right, it's the same as web.
So it's
yeah. Like...
Okay, so it restrains them. Okay,
yeah.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I will attack the lead guy with this. So it's a. Oh, sorry, I already rolled it. It's the 22, not the 27. It's the 22 to hit.
Okay. Yes, that hits.
Okay, they are restrained.
Nice. Where did you? Because it has like a reach, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, when any nearby shadow into a rope-like tentacle, the target shadow transforms into a thick ropey tentacle. So I think it's a shadow that's within 170 feet.
Okay. So yeah,
or
the root of it
160
is
feet.
here, right?
Yeah.
Just for them to attack, they can attack it.
Yeah, they can go. They can extend 5 feet per level of the caster, so up to 50 feet. So so it can go extend 30 feet from the shadow, which it can hit any of them. So yeah, I'm gonna just they can all attack it if they want to. They can spend their actions on that. That's fine.
Exactly. Who knows?
But yeah, I'm grabbing the one in the front, the lead spine devil.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it's restrained right now. Are you I don't know how we should rule it. Is it in the air still, or can it fly while it's restrained?
I think I'm able to like pull it down if I want to. The shadow tentacle is anchored, so it can hold its victim motionless if the caster desires. Otherwise, the entangled victim can move at half speed. Oh no, I can't pull it down.
Okay.
I can either hold it where it is, so in the air, or I can let it move, and I'm not gonna.
Right.
I guess. Yeah.
All right, great. All right, so yeah, it's using. We should probably update the link because it's. I think it's like version 3 or 2 or something.
Yeah.
dealing with a different edition. But yeah, I get it. I get it. All right, cool. All right, so awesome. That's your action. Any bonus movement? You already did your movement.
No bonus.
Okay.
Piggy can stay back. Yeah, that's good.
All right, babyface.
Well, actually,
devil
okay,
goes.
yeah.
Okay.
Can look
Piggy.
for invisible things.
Gotcha. Yeah,
That's it.
perception. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Which is at advantage because
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Because the piggy's thing.
Well, he's. Well, he looks with his ears. So.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. Yeah. So so far nothing to report. Alright, so
As
he's
expected.
gonna-
Okay.
Checking speed and things. So he is gonna move towards Vin.
Okay.
And he's gonna multi-attack with his halberd.
Mm-hmm.
He got a 1 and a nat 20. So the nat 20 is gonna
Ooh,
hit unless you have a special ability.
It will.
All right.
I don't. Nope.
Okay, so that's 19 slashing damage.
Oof. Yep. All right.
Okay, and then yeah, that's it for his turn. Camilla.
Milla's going to move forward and then shoot her arrow. She is going to move and bonus action dash to get to here, and then Shadow's going to move up to here. It was a little faster than Shadow. And then she is going to fire her arrow at the one in front of Vin, which should get sneak attack.
Okay.
And I think she's going to use a holy arrow on
Nice.
it. Cool. Okay, let's see. Longbow.
Yes.
18 to hit.
Nice. Yes, and that's 18 plus the holy water, right?
Six of it was from.
Oh,
the
it already
radiant
added it.
attack.
Great. All right, cool. All right, so nice.
Or
That's a
7
good
was
hit.
it from radiant?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
That is her turn.
All right. This one is gonna use its action to try and escape with acrobatics. Oh, got a nat 1. These two are gonna try and free their friend with their multi-attacks on the tentacle. So, what was the AC of the tentacle again?
15.
And its hit points.
20.
All right. So first one, miss, hit. Okay, so 3 spines miss this tentacle, and 1 hits it, so it's still fine. And they are going to fly out of reach for melee. Finch.
Spinch?
You can do
I'm
another
pretty
religion
sure.
check, or you can fight.
Ooh, that's a great reminder. Would Spinch try again? I actually think he's not super himself, so
Okay.
I think normally he would try, but he's feeling that rejection, and it's just kind of like sitting with him more because
Yeah.
of what he's going through. So I think he just takes it and he just like goes forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he's only able to get there with his movement. He's going to click his boots of other paths, and he's going to use his only charge to use bonus action to dash, which will give him another 6 movement. 2, 3. And he's going to flank so that Vin gets some distraction as well as Spinch, and he's just gonna take his attack for his action with his knife. 11.
Aw,
Don't
unfortunately, that
advantage, though.
glances. Oh yeah,
You have
Oh, that's
to
right.
your advantage too.
You're right. I forgot about that. The whole reason why I did that. Dang it.
Mhm.
Thank you, Vin.
First combat in a while.
26.
There we go. That hits.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, 7
right.
piercing. As you can tell, Spinch is kind of like going through the motions.
Mhm.
He's just kind of running, doing not too much emotional, like I want to defend my friends type of thing.
Yeah.
But that ends his turn.
Awesome. Okay. So what's their speed? All right, they got 50 feet. It's the hound's turn. So let's see. One's gonna run up to Tamilla and trying to find the spell things. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's in the measuring tool. That's right. Go. All right. So. All right. Shadow is safe. He's gonna breathe fire on you. So you need to make a dex save.
Okay. Dex save. Nice. So 20.
Okay. So you're gonna take half a much of this damage. You're gonna take 7 fire damage total. That's half of 14.
Cool.
This one. It's gonna move up to. Checking on speed within 5 feet. Yeah, so he's gonna move up to here. And then he's going to attack Vin.
Okay.
For his attack roll is a 21. Does that hit?
That hits.
Okay. So it's 10 piercing and 8 fire for 18 total.
Okay. I'm still up, but I look real bad.
All right. But that's it for the hound's turns. So it's back to your turn.
I think Vin's in bad enough shape right now. Vince, I'm gonna use something new Vin has and see if it works. I don't know if it will or not, but we'll see. Vin is just gonna be like, just get real angry for a second, and just kind of look around and just say, "Why is it always me that gets attacked?" And I need. I'll put down something. Actually, it's gonna be easier. Hang on, might be easier if I do it this way. I need everybody that is inside that radius to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
I can't
don't
see
see
a
the radius.
radius.
Oh, can you
Oh.
not?
Me neither.
It is. Yeah, I'm sorry. It is. It would include the top spine devil, the one that is tentacled, Spinch, Boss Baby that I'm right next to, both devil dogs, Tamilla, and I don't know if you count
Shadow's out of it, we'll
if you
say.
count Shadow in there or
Yeah.
not. Shadow's out of it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Who's
Tamilla
not on the
passes,
initiative order?
Spinch fails.
What Tamilla is?
I haven't rolled yet. I failed.
Oh, you have not? Oh, who was the first
My
one?
deck save. That was my deck save from last turn.
So both of you fail then. And then I think the DC is just 14 for everybody else. But what it is until the end of my next turn, you are frightened of me, Vin.
Okay, what was the DC again?
This is it would be 14.
Okay.
This is level 6 monk ability.
Nice. Alright, so... everything made it, actually. On my... Wait,
Oh, really?
no. One thing failed. It's
Wow.
actually the restrained guy failed.
Okay. So that was
He's having
so
a bad
good.
day.
Vin did so well. He took out all
Sorry.
his allies. Great job, Vin, using his new power.
They all rolled very
Spin
high.
just like maybe tearing up a little bit.
It's like hilarious.
To give visual to it, because I think it's always fun to do the visual for it.
Yeah.
You sometimes you often see like that weird like light green snake that like gives Vin power when he kills thing. I think you just see all of that energy just start flowing out into these various other people. And I guess for Tamila and Spinch, you both kind of just think back to probably the last time you saw Vin fighting, which was in yesterday, when he he paid very little attention and was able to keep what's her name stunned and in control, and just like the thought of being that person scares you a little bit for and then you shake it off in 6-ish seconds or so. And then do I even have any healing potions? I do have a healing potion. I'm gonna drink a healing potion as well because I need one.
Yeah.
After doing so great this round.
It is a cool ability. It's very cool.
It is a cool ability. I wish it worked better, but
Yeah.
that's a separate thing. All right, I will gain 6 hit points.
Awesome.
Double digits. All right. It's the end of my turn.
Okay. Then it's up to Pavel.
Right. I am going to step a little bit farther forward. Is that a good spot to be? I think that is a great spot to be. So I'm going to move up to here, and I am going to target this guy.
Okay.
I think this will work. I'm going to do just a Toll the Dead.
Nice. What save is that?
Oh, that's Wisdom.
16.
If I can find... Where's the... Okay, so... Oh, he saves, so nothing happens.
Okay.
There's the button. I found the button. Okay, so maybe they do have good wisdom. Okay.
All right.
That's my turn.
Then it's his turn. Empowered by his ally with him, he makes 3 attacks this round. You see him ordering the Hound around and kind of taking control of the battlefield in Infernal. So he's going to take 1 attack. He rolled a 20 for... that's on Vin, sorry.
So that hits.
Alright, that's 14 slashing.
I'm
then
down.
On Spinch to 25.
Sorry, oh my gosh. I'm on Discord on my phone and I was like hitting wrong things and it got me like further into menu and I was like, no, unmute. Yeah, that hits.
Alright, that's 12 slashing.
Okay.
And then a 22 for 8 slashing. He's rolling really good today.
Okay, 12 and 8. Gotcha.
Yep. And he's gonna stay there. Camilla.
Okay. Vin went down, so I'm not afraid of anymore, right?
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yes.
So I can Oh gosh, I'm gonna disengage. I'm gonna run over to Vin. I'm gonna get him back up.
Okay.
And How do I want to get him up? I think I'm gonna get him up with cure wounds.
Mhm.
Yeah, get him up with cure wounds. Yeah.
No?
No, sorry for the radiant thing.
So 3
Yes,
healing.
ignore that.
You're up.
Healing.
Mm-hmm.
You sneak up to him while he's unconscious, and you hit him over the head.
And then I think I'm going to have Shadow move to here.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
The first devil's gonna try and escape. He's still stuck by the tentacle, so this one's gonna try and melee it with his little fork. Okay, that did a little better. So he did with his fork, he got 6 damage. So that is an 8, and then his bite doesn't pierce through. And then the other one is going to try and launch spines at him. Okay. And yes, the spine successfully kills the tentacle. Destroys the tentacle and frees this guy, but he already used his action. And yeah, that's it for their turn. I rolled damage for Lulu for the last turn that I accidentally skipped. So she's hit this guy with her radiant trumpet. And she's gonna try and hit him again. So he has to make a save. Succeeds on the save, so he only takes half damage. But he's already looking badly wounded. And Spinch, it's your turn.
Spinch is going to attack with advantage because Finn is back up now. So, knife. Oh,
Aww.
does not hit.
Finch's mood is just not helping him right now.
I think he saw Vin go down and he was like distracted. He was like about to go and reach forward, but then in the nick of time, Tamila comes in and then it like throws Vin off because now he's like back into attack mode. So the little hesitancy on him going to healing, I think, can explain the hit, the lack of hit.
For sure.
That ends his turn. He might try and just like goad the other two who are close to Vin to attack him instead, just by saying, "Please hit me."
Persuasion check?
Yeah, normal, and then persuasion. 4, yeah.
Yep. You think you're pretty persuasive?
I was heard.
Yep, you were heard.
Whether or not they're listening.
All right, the hound is going to try and recharge its breath, which he does. So he's going to come over here. Try a cone. Okay, so the 3 of you need to make dex saves for me. So that's Tamila, Shadow, and Pavel.
I'm gonna go ahead and use absorb elements on this.
Okay. Yeah, it's fire. All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so you take what's the 2 do?
The 2 should not have been rolled. That is extra damage.
Oh, okay. So that's you take half damage, right?
Yes, I have resistance.
Yeah, okay. So both of you take half of 23, which is 11.
23. Oh my
Does
God.
Shadow take Cap as well?
What did Shadow get? 13? Yes.
Okay. Oh, Shadow.
This hound is going to attack Tamilla because you healed Vin. Gets a nat 20. Ouch, Tamilla.
Spinch get an opportunity of attack against it?
Oh yeah, Spinch attack.
Technically, he does.
Oh, yeah.
Kill it, Spinch, please!
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Nope.
That
Spinch is
doesn't.
still in his funk. I'm
Yeah,
so
that
sorry.
doesn't pierce through. So Tamilla, that is 35 points of damage. It
She's
was
down.
19 piercing and okay.
Holy
Alright.
balls.
And you hear the
boy.
hound howls and its achievement. Vin.
All right. Well, then he'd stand up and just get back to what he knows, which is just hitting things a lot.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna start doing that now. I'm gonna start with, how does the baby man look compared to everybody else around here? Has he even been touched yet?
Yeah,
Really?
he's wounded for sure. He's still. He's wounded. I'll put it at that. Yes, he's been hit a few times.
All right. Well, we'll just start with him because I get an advantage on him.
Yeah. Go for it.
I will start with 2 attacks first.
Oh
10
man,
probably
guy.
won't do it, I'm guessing.
What is with these rolls? Oh, there we go.
23 probably does.
Yes,
I know.
that hits.
23 is better.
Yes.
For 9, and
Okay.
then
Nice, badly wounded.
just for fun, I'll spend a key point. See if we can stun him.
All right. It's con
See if he
save.
can roll bad ones. Con save.
No, 19.
No. All right. Then I'll spend another key point to do flurry of blows. So we'll do
Okay.
2 more attacks.
That hits.
17 and a natural 20.
Nice. The
So,
20 is enough
total
to take him out. The damage from your nat 20. So feel free to add any flair.
I think just some of that yellowish or yellow-green energy just flows back into Vin, and it feels much better. As Vin triples the amount of hit points he currently has
Nice.
in an instant. But that will be the end of my turn.
Great. Took down the leader. That's a good turn. Pavel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. With him down, I can come this way, and I am going to with my action. So I step forward with my action. I give a potion of healing to Tamilla, so you can roll 2d4 plus 2. And then I am going to, with the rest of my movement, is that a good way to go? No, that's not a good way to go. That puts me in the, there we go. That's a better way to go. We'll just, snake
Mm-hmm.
through all the guys. Go to there.
All right. All right, this guy is dead, so it's Tamilla's turn.
Yay. Okay. So Shadow is going to move to here, and Tamilla's going to target this one.
Okay.
And she is shooting a holy arrow at it.
Oh yeah, that
21 to hit.
big damage. He's badly wounded just from that one hit.
Yeah, and I guess Shadow's gonna stay there. No more getting multiple people at its fire breath.
Nice.
She'll stay there.
All right.
All right, that is the turn.
Okay. This one's angry at Pavel, so he's gonna make some spine attacks at you. First one is a 22.
That will hit.
Okay. That's 3 piercing, 6 fire, reduced to 3, so 6 total. Because you're still resistant, right? Yeah, it's lasts a few minutes.
It lasts until. So I actually don't think so. You have resistance to the triggering type until the start of your next turn, and I just took my turn, so no.
Oh, so it would have been 9 total then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then the next roll is a 7. So I think that misses.
It misses.
Okay. This one is going to fly over and try and hit Spinch with his fork. Definitely misses. And then this one's gonna launch some more spines at Pavel. We got an 11 and a 9. I believe those both miss.
Both of those miss, yeah.
All right, cool. Lulu's gonna see if she can finish this one off. Actually, she's gonna try. No, she can't. If she moves, she gets an attack of opportunity. So she's just gonna try and finish that one. All right, so let's go. Save. Fails at save. Yes. You see her blast her trumpet, and the sparkles burn the skin off of this demon or devil. And then she trumpets again, this time with glee. Spinch. Spinch.
I keep on doing it. Sorry. Okay. I'm deciding on whether to heal a lot or do some damage. Spinch is feeling... Yeah, this is what's going to happen. Spinch is off, right? And he's been missing a lot of his attacks. And he sees his friends going down. Someone got up. Another got up. And he's kind of like, oh, well, I'm being kind of worthless. And so he's going to... Let me make sure that this is going to be able to do everything. You can be additional action. Yeah. He's just going to do it. He's going to action surge, which gives him 2 actions. He's not going to disengage. He will take the opportunity attack from this guy.
Okay. He rolls
so
a 5.
He's going to take some pain. Okay, cool. So he makes that risk and he moves to his friends. He's going to move here, and with his 1 action, he's going to let me see what I have. A potion of healing common. He's going to give Vin a potion of common healing. So Vin, you can roll that. And to Tamila, he's going to... So that was his first action. His second action, he's going to lay on hands Tamila. He's going to give Tamila 15 lay on hands.
Nice. Thank you.
And he's going to say to both of them, I hope you both feel better now. And let's see, that was 5, 10, right? Because he started here, so 5, 10.
Yep.
With his movement, he can't get in between that wolf and the other 2, so what he's going to do is post up here underneath the guy that died. And yeah, he'll just kind of draw attention to himself. Just, again, he wants more attention on him and not his friends. So he's just gonna say, you guys are bad. And yes, like he doesn't have much energy to go, but he's trying.
Yeah. Give me intimidation with disadvantage.
That. Sure. Yeah.
All right.
That ends his turn.
Gotta take inspiration for your lackluster emotion-based fight.
Yeah.
All right, it's turn. This one is going to try its fire breath. So let's do a cone. so he'll do this way. So Vin and Spinch need dex saves.
Look at that.
Oh wow, nice.
And
So
then
yeah, you're both
can
gonna
I-
take half. Okay.
Can I use my? I'm gonna use my reaction on top to
Mhm.
activate my staff thing, which I definitely know the name of. The Rod of Flame Extinguishing. And one of the abilities is I can absorb elements on myself when I do that. So I'll take a quarter of the damage.
Nice. Absolutely. Okay, so 12 is half. So Spinch takes 12 and Vin takes 6.
Don't get through the temporary. That's good.
There you go. And then this hound will attack Shadow with its bite. Rolls a 12.
That misses.
Ah. Alright. That's it for their turn then. Vin.
Let's go back to hitting
Mm-hmm.
for right now. The right staff here. Alright. So 2 attacks first. That one's probably gonna miss. That one's also probably gonna miss.
Oh yeah.
I would imagine.
Miss.
I will spend another key point for flurry of blows.
Nice. Both of those
18
hit.
and 19?
Yes.
Both hit? Okay. For 10 total.
Okay.
And man, this guy does do a lot of damage with his fire breath. I'm gonna spend at least one more key point. Let's see if we can stun the dog
Nice.
creature
All right,
thing.
so it's con.
Con. Yep. DC 14.
Oh, I rolled a 4, so it is stunned.
Woo!
That's
Don't
kinda
have to deal with that for a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because it is stunned, I will use my movement just to get opposite this guy here for
Oh, nice.
Lulu.
Yeah.
But that will be my turn.
Alrighty then. Pavel.
Alright, this devil dog, I'm
Mhm.
going to magic missile it.
Okay. Roll the
And I'm
missile.
going to send all 3 darts into it.
Nice.
So 4 times 3 is 12 damage.
It's on death's door. It's still up.
Oh no! No! Ah. Alright.
It's a good spell though.
That's okay.
Guaranteed hit. Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, we got a dead guy and then Tamila.
Which one did Pavel target?
The one
one down
hitting
here.
Shadow, or trying to hit Shadow, is on death's door. This one's pretty badly. Well, it's wounded from Vin. This one's dead. This one's full
It's
health.
also stunned.
And this one's full health. Yeah, this one's stunned.
Gotcha. I am going to disengage and shift to here, and then I do think I'm going to take out the one attacking my cat.
Okay.
Not a holy arrow, just a regular arrow.
Okay.
It's still sneak attack.
Unfortunately, it's thick
11.
hide. Your shot glances off of it.
Sad. Okay.
Right. Devils. All right, this one's gonna.
Guys,
try and
our
attack Lulu.
rolls today
Yeah,
suck.
it's real bad.
Yeah.
A little
You
bit.
have taken out these guys so quickly before. This time,
Mm-hmm.
been a little bit different. All right. So. This one misses with its fork, but bites into Lulu, and she cries out in pain. And then this one's gonna launch some more spines at Pavel. 11 and 9.
Tank wizard, yes.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
glad
god, those 2
I'm glad the
words
bad rolls are
have
going
never been in a
somewhere.
sentence. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
It's on their side now.
Mm-hmm. So
Tank
Lulu
wizard.
has advantage on her fight
Mhm.
back, so she's gonna try and charge into it
12
with her
hit points
tusk.
and a dream!
Okay, so all right, great. She damages it, but it's still holding strong. Spinch. This
Spinch
guy's
is going
wounded,
to.
stunned.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's gonna beat this dog.
yeah.
Yep. You have advantage.
Do it.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
not
gonna-
at advantage though, right?
You do because
no
he's
add
stunned.
advantage. It's stunned. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Nice,
better.
that hits. Yes.
Very nice. Okay, 8
All
piercing.
right. That brings him to badly wounded.
Cool. Oh, instead of moving here, sorry, Spinch is gonna move here in
Okay.
front of Tamela. Yeah,
Perfect.
but just his attack that ends his turn.
Okay, great. Vin, is it this is its full turn is stunned, right?
It's
And
the
then-
end of my next turn. It gets
End
unstunned.
of your next turn,
So
okay.
it's
Yeah.
yeah. I can post.
This one's gonna bite. Rolls a 1, so misses Shadow. Shadow is looking pretty nimble out there.
Yay. Good shadow. Good shadow.
Thanks, Vin, for posting. All right, so gonna take your turn.
All right. I'll get flanking with Lulu.
Mm-hmm.
22 and 27 for 19. Is it still up or is it down at this
It
point?
Much
is
better
up, but
rolls.
it is on death's door. It's badly wounded.
Okay.
Here, yeah.
I will. I'm not gonna spend a key point. I'm just gonna do an offhand attack then.
Okay.
16.
Yes. Yep, and that kills it as well.
Nice. I'll get the temporary hit points, and I will just to help out Spinch. I will shift over to this guy,
Mhm.
because he is now unstunned.
Yes, at the end of your turn. Okay.
Mhm.
Pavel.
Okay, with a bonus action, I am going to spend 2 sorcery points to recover a spell slot.
Nice.
And then I am going to use that spell slot to cast Magic Missile again. And so, kind of the way that I imagine this one is Pavel's eyes turn to pitch as ichor wells up from behind and beneath his sockets, and the ichor drips down his face, pooling into these drops of darkened blood that peel off of his skin, forming into darts and shooting out
Wow,
into. I'm gonna put
cool.
2 into this guy
Okay.
and 1 into this guy.
Okay.
I'm
great.
gonna hope that's not a mistake.
All right, roll the damage.
So cool.
Yeah, very
Right.
cool. Nice.
There we go.
You're able to take out the hound and damage the other devil. Awesome. Camilla.
Camilla is going to shift to here. She doesn't get sneak attack against this one, but I think maybe that's where it needs to go. Okay, turning off sneak attack, but turning on holy, holy arrow and firing at this one.
Awesome. Very nice. That's actually just enough to take it out. Feel free to add any flair.
The holy arrow. Sorry, I'm so bad at this. Definitely clips him in the wing and like lodges itself like up into his like wing socket in like kind of a gross way, and he just falls out of view and kind of hits the chain, and Tamila laments losing an arrow as it plunges down.
Go ahead and take inspiration for letting yourself lose an arrow. And that is it for the spine devils. All we have left is this hound. And Lulu's gonna go charge at it. And then, yeah, she does. She's able to chip away at it with her tusks. And then it's Finch's turn.
Spinch will go ahead with his knife.
Nice.
Yeah, with advantage. So 10 piercing.
Awesome. It is on death's door now.
Cool. Yeah, I think he just shoves it in, and then, yeah, just very kind of like mechanical, and then just takes it out. And that's the end of his turn.
Alright, then Vin. Vin, can you hear me?
Yes. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yes. All right.
Your turn.
I will. Yeah. I mean, we gotta take it out. Get it done.
Yep.
So, attack
That's
1.
enough.
Attack 2.
You got
Okay.
him.
Yep. I think Vin is just very sick and tired of this fight, and is just like, just repeatedly hitting it in the exact same spot over and over again.
Yeah. You see Vin going, kind of raging out on this hound here. And it appears to be quiet.
Okay.
now.
Cross the bridge.
Tamila takes a minute to pick up the arrow she can recover.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Man, I hope those plans are worth it, Pavel.
Unlimited potions of healing.
All right. And that's immediate, because I'll probably need some more soon.
I'll give him. I'll give him
No,
a potion of healing.
No, I'm okay. That was
I
a
can
joke.
give you here. I can give you an apple. Here you go.
Oh, the apple. Yeah.
I already have an apple, and I don't want to get them mixed up.
Okay, I'll keep it then.
All right. So stealth, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yep. Stealth your way to High
High
Hall,
and then
hopefully.
back.
Can we maybe take a bathroom break?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, good point.
Yeah. Sorry.
Feel free
IRL.
Yeah.
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 All right. Yeah.
Or just
let's do-
the edge of the off the
Yeah,
edge
the
of
edge of the bridge.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 minutes, 9:50, or your time zone 50.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
All right, so you cross the bridge. Rolled pretty good stealth checks. So you pass by some devil patrols that don't sense you and make it safely to High Hall. Are you going straight to the tower, or are you going to take a break?
Look to Pavel on what he wants to do.
I don't have anything that I want to do in High Hall. I think we said our goodbyes.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you travel then, continue past High Hall, down the road of the cliffside, and then over to the tower. You find the door is locked.
I don't remember how we get in. That makes sense. She's probably fixed it. Knock on the door. I say that I'm knocking on the door because I said knock last time and that's what opened it. But maybe not. And so I knock on the door.
You knock on the door and you do see Lazan, the Githyanki, greets you at the door. Oh, hey, Pavel. Come on in.
Hey, you liaison. Thanks.
Grace is in the workshop.
Excellent.
Nice.
I've got
Up
a
here.
blueprint for her. So yeah, I'll just head on in. Go find her.
Yeah, you see her in this herbalist shop. You see, it's kind of like a potion making room already, but it doesn't have any automation. And she greets you. Hey, Pavel, I got a present for you.
Hey. Oh, really? Already?
And she shows
I
you
mean-
the orb of creation, and she says, "We can make rooms now."
Oh, I'm sorry, I was muted. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you did it! Amazing! But I mean, this isn't for me, this is for you. This is your tower now, but I do have things that I want you to do with it.
Okay, what's your idea?
And with that, I pull out the blueprint and I put it down on the workshop. So this is it's kind of going to use this workshop, but I think we can automate a bunch of potion making, and that would be really helpful for us to have just a lot of potions of healing. So if you can, I've got all of the things that you need to grow out there, and then how to automate it. There's some manual steps, but I think you can iterate on those and fix them. And I give her the blueprint.
That's so smart. Oh, this looks great. Oh, you could use some more optimization here, though. Just, she'll talk it over with you for a few minutes, and say, "Yes, I'll definitely create this room today." Are you leaving?
Amazing. Yeah, we are.
Okay.
We're gonna go down.
Okay.
I think
And
we'll want
how
to
are you getting
rest in the. Well, the plan is that I am going to somewhere out in Avernus. I'm gonna find a circle of teleportation, and then I'll learn how to use that. Not quite good enough for that one yet, but I'll get there, and then that's how I'll get back, and I'll come here because I already have the address.
Okay.
Do you have a better idea?
No, that's really smart.
Okay.
You could ask a devil. They could probably do it.
You mean bring me up here, or?
Yeah, they could bring you
Give me the
here,
spell?
or they could teleport you, or they give you a spell. They got
Okay.
lots of power.
I mean, there's only one devil that we know that we like. Oh, you mean a higher devil, a stronger devil?
Yeah, like one of the smart ones.
Do you know any smart ones? Have you talked to them?
No, but I remember they were talking about them at High Hall. There's Lords of Avernus.
Oh, okay. Lords of Avernus.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
gonna
a
stop and
political
think it.
mess down there, apparently.
Can I do a history check to
Yeah.
see what I know about the Lords of Avernus?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, maybe we should go back to High Hall and just ask about the Lords of Avernus.
You think there's always a battle for who's in power in Avernus, and the names for those in the battle differ. But lords could be used as a name for them.
Okay. So I'm guessing Zariel is one of these. And probably Tiamat is one of these, because she's like a god and she's in Avernus, so she's probably one. And Gargoth would probably be one, but he's not here. Okay. Well, this is good. We're looking for, we're kind of wanting to play them against each other. So this is, it's not bad to know about that.
Yeah, and I have everything that I need to make that ink for you. I just haven't had time yet. But I'll work on it.
Makes sense. Great.
Okay, well, I'll make sure the teleportation room doesn't move.
Thank you. Okay. I mean, I think we probably want to rest in the restful foyer, I think is what it was called.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you can rest in just 10 minutes. You can get a short rest in the restful foyer. And you can roll all the same hit die and whatnot.
Camilla, just while they were doing that, she just real quick went and got some holy water.
Yes, definitely refill.
Spinch would have gone with you if you mentioned you were going there.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just would have hung back and just said to the group, I'm going over to the holy water pool.
Did I give you vials? Do you have my vials?
Mm-hmm. I have some vials. As of refilling these, I no longer have any more empty ones. Do you need vials of holy water?
I'm just trying to remember, because I have 8, but I feel like I gave them to you. But I don't have them all.
Tamil might have had some on her. She currently has, having restocked, she now has 8 inside of her quiver that she uses to dip arrows into, plus an additional 5 that she's just holding on to, and no more empty vials.
Okay, I think those 8 came from me, so I'm gonna mark it off.
Yeah, you just used a potion, so you'd have 1 from that. Whatever
okay,
potions you
I
use
will
in the
use
fight,
that. Yeah, I'll say that I have 1 vial from that, and I will fill it. So I'll have 0 vials, and I will have 1 holy water refill.
Would you like more holy water, Spinch? I have these like 5 extra. I can just give some of them to you, so we're more even.
I think the only reason why I might need it is for a spell that I'm not remembering. Oh, protection from evil and good. Yeah, maybe if you can give me just like 1 other one. So
Okay,
I might cast it once or twice. So that would probably cover me.
I'll hand it to you, and then you just know to come grab them from me if you need extra.
Yeah, I think I also might have some already, but I wanted just some backup. Wait, what is this? Holy... Whatever. I'll figure it out.
Okay. Yeah, y'all save your potion bottles for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Apparently the limiting factor is vials right now.
You've got a potion that I used a potion on you, so there's an extra one.
Vin also used a potion and an extra vial, so you can hand that over. I think
I'm gonna
use one too. On Vin?
Yep, we already counted that one.
That's the one, yeah.
Oh, did we? Okay.
Yeah, so Spinch, take 1 more from what Vin gave you, and then I'll take the one that Pavel used on me.
Okay.
Those, just so y'all are aware, those now do a lot more damage to my arrows. Just every vial we get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, actually, I think those vials were mine. I just gave you holy water. So I have empty vials and I had holy water. I marked off my holy water, which was 7.
Gotcha.
And then I still have 8 vials. So I can actually fill up my 8 so that we can
Nice.
have everything holy water. So 8 plus the one I used and then the one Vin used. So that's 10 holy water with 0 vials now. Okay.
Very cool. Now Tamila knows to go to Spinch to get extras when she needs it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
There you
have
go.
10.
Okay, and I have 5 not in my quiver, and then I have 8 additional in the quiver. Okay, cool.
FYI, we have enough herbs for Pavel to make 1 potion if we want to put a vial toward that.
Are you asking us to give up a vial of holy water, Pavel, so you can make a potion?
No, I'm just letting you know that after you've
Nice.
used a vial, we might.
No,
Because
I think
I'm not
that'd be
ready to sit down and start making one right now.
Gotcha.
Let us know when you are.
We might be getting a little low on health potions. Are people good or are they out? I have 2 common and 1 greater. And
I
elixir
have
of health.
1 common and 1 greater.
I have 0 of all.
I
I'm
have.
Go ahead.
Oh, I have 1 greater, 1 normal left, so I can
I'm
hand
give
mine out accordingly.
keep yours. I'm giving 1 common to Spench.
Okay.
And then I think we all have 2, correct? Or 1 or 2. I forgot what Pavel said he had.
I have 1 common, 1 greater. So yeah.
Okay, so all of us have 1 common, 1 greater, except for Spench, who just has 1 common.
And that's fine. I'm usually on front lines anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I did want to say, like, as we're like resting and recovering our health and all of that. Do y'all remember when we first met Grace and she was being attacked by some wolves?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think that was the wolves?
Ooh.
I think that was just forest wolves.
I mean,
I think that was
it could
just wolves.
speak. I mean, it definitely had a master, like, because I spoke to it. Remember?
I mean, could that have just been like the
wolf,
the daddy wolf or the mommy wolf of the pack?
like an alpha wolf, not a werewolf?
I'm gonna go back to my
Actually
notes.
being
I'm
the
pretty
runt.
sure it used the word master.
Yeah.
It's kind of a runty wolf.
Yeah, it was runty and different coloration than the other wolves.
Let's see. It said, "I just do what they tell me." That's what the wolf said.
That would make
I guess
sense for a runt and a pack.
A run, yeah. It could have just been the other ones. Okay. Maybe it was nothing. One more. Maybe 2 more.
It's good.
So many hit dice being rolled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did not roll great in that fight, so we got hit a lot.
Did you say, Pavel, you want to go back to High Hall?
Well, I don't know that it's really necessary. Grace was just talking about the Lords of Avernus, and they were talking about the Lords in High Hall, so maybe someone there knows what to expect down below, but I don't know that that's like really necessary. I was just sort of thinking out loud that Zariel is probably one and Tiamat's probably one. I don't know if we would know who the others are. It's probably a demon that's vying for control, right? And what else?
Can me or Ven do a history check from our Hellrider classes to see if we?
And you also read a book on devils, so I'll give you advantage, and Ven, you can do a history as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Vin disadvantage because in the lore of the world,
didn't pay
Vin did
attention.
very poorly on his Hellrider training.
Yep.
So that's a 2 for Vin.
Yep.
I mean, it feels like probably what we need to do is pick one of these lords to be the new ruler of Avernus, and as part of that deal, send Elturel back to where it belongs. That's probably a way to solve our problem.
That sounds a lot of steps ahead from where we are right now, which is still
True.
like existing.
Yeah, fair.
So I feel like we're planning too many steps ahead, and I think that's the issue. We're planning for eventualities that we will never see because we'll likely all die. No offense to everybody.
Well, let's not plan around dying. Let's just assume we're not going to die in our plans. I feel like it would be a better strategy. I do think there might be some expectation of this city can't be returned. Maybe its people can, but the city maybe not. And I think that also needs to be, considered a win. Just evacuating its citizens.
Just going over your role, you remember there's the Archdukes, which was previously Bell and now Zariel. You don't think Bell was killed, so he could be out there somewhere. According to Hellrider history, there's no sign of his death. And then there are warlords, which are kind of like generals that are successful. And have armies, and they're constantly in flux. So there isn't really in Hellrider class. You don't really remember names of them, but you remember that they're pretty strong, able to hold their own, and constantly battling each other for power.
Do I remember? Was there an Archduke per level, and Zariel was the Archduke of Avernus, like the first level of Hell? Is that a thing?
Correct. Yep.
Is Tiamat or Dis the Archduke of level 2? Is that a thing?
Dis is level
Dis,
2.
I believe, is the Archduke of
Dis
2.
Pater is the name. And the level is Dis. And it keeps going deeper the levels. There's an Archduke for each level. But it's pretty rare that anyone would go that deep into Hell and survive. So there is very little history there. You just know Asmodeus is the big guy that leads all the Archdukes. All the Archdukes report to him. And he's at the bottom of Hell.
And how do I think Tiamat ranks? She's not an Archduke. Is she a warlord, or is she just different?
She is probably more like a warlord, yeah. She has her own lair, she has her own army. But yeah, she's a warlord. That would be her title.
Obviously, I share that with Pavel. In the visions that we saw regarding the sword and where we lose memories and all of that, there was some, I'm guessing, Asmodeus, the overseer
the devil you
of
saw.
Hell.
With that history check, yeah, you put 2 and 2 together. That was definitely Asmodeus.
He wants the sword.
Asmodeus wants the sword?
Mm-hmm. He was looking for the sword in the vision. And she fell.
Okay, so then maybe he's found it and gotten it. That was a long time
Well,
ago.
why would... Well, they sent us after it. I feel like Torm would know if Asmodeus had gotten it.
I don't know about that.
Oh, okay, sure. But, like, it's pretty rude of him to send us on a
Yeah.
wild goose chase on something that the King of Hell has already.
I love calling a god.
Very rude of Torm.
Yeah. Well,
Hypothetically, I'm not actually calling you rude. Don't smite me, please.
He can't hear you here. Don't worry about it.
You think? I don't believe you, Pavel. This is not your area of expertise.
Well, I mean, I think probably if Asmodeus wants the sword, I don't know if we can use it for anything, but maybe if we get it, it becomes a bargaining chip for Zariel or any of the other warlords. And we want to throw our lot with any of them. We should probably, go out, conduct interviews, figure out which ones we like, which ones we don't like. We can decide which one's rum to put the werewolves in. I think this is... I'm happy that there is some politicking going on down there. It means... I feel like it means that we've got a shot.
So you think the Lords of Avernus specifically mean the Warlords of Level 1 here? Including
I think
Tiamat?
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like the warlords, they're the ones with the power, they're the ones with the armies, they're the ones that could potentially become the new Archduke. If we...
Do we know of any of them other than Tiamat? Like, do we know of any warlord?
Well, there's Bell, right? You
Okay,
mentioned Bell.
potentially, yeah. Bell.
So yeah, I mean, we just go down and introduce ourselves.
What about Gargoth, maybe?
Yeah, I think Gargoth would be, but we left him
He's-
in a
yeah,
shield
he's
in
fine.
the material. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems...
Maybe if we went back
that
to
we
High
should-
Hall and we
Yeah.
opened up that Encyclopedia Esoterica, we could find an alphabetized list of them.
That is true. We could, potentially. Well, I'm just thinking, here in the city, there's obviously all these different factions regarding, Achaea and the Temple of Shar, the Temple of Selune, and the Hell Riders, and the High Hall, and everyone else, but other than Zariel and her demons, I don't think there's another presence of any warlords here, has there been?
Well, Tiamat has popped up.
Tiamat has popped up.
And there
We don't
have
even know if
been-
Tiamat opposes Zariel. Tiamat might serve Zariel. Or not, I don't know.
I don't know. I imagine that given a chance, Tiamat would want to rule over this, right? Right, Nebula? You're listening to this conversation. I put a hand on Nebula. Do you think Tiamat should rule Avernus?
Yes, Tiamat should rule Avernus and the material plane. Nobody can tell Tiamat what to do.
All right, maybe Tiamat can be our friend. Yeah.
I have no objections to Tiamat being our friend. That is, I think that is currently the plan. Is yes, to get in the good graces of Tiamat, because there is something very specific I want her to do. So
You do know,
Also,
Silvira
Spirit of
is
Knowledge
like
is
an
my favorite
expert.
devil.
Yeah, there you go.
what do you say about the Spirit of Knowledge? I didn't hear it.
Oh, I said Spirit of Knowledge is my favorite devil, but Silvira, yeah, I could send to Silvira, and if it doesn't get lost in between the planes, she could probably tell us a lot about it. Great point.
Well, we could also go back to High Hall just for a better jumping off point, potentially. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe we're so far up that maybe it doesn't matter what point we jump off of. But do you want to go back to High Hall and talk to Silvira?
Silvira is not at High Hall. I would
She's a
have to send.
Candlekeep.
Oh.
Yep.
She is in Candlekeep.
Sorry, never mind. I was thinking of someone else, but no, that's
Yeah, no worries.
okay. Well, why don't you go ahead and send? I know you can. Do it.
I can.
Have you already sent
um,
today, Pavel?
No, I absolutely can. That's no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Such a random pointed question. Hold on, let me think of what I'm gonna send to Silvira. Just hoping that we don't need any of these spell slots for war fighting.
We're good. Be fine.
Okay. Okay. That's 40 words.
That's gonna be tough.
Well, I actually have a lot of excess.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see here. Yeah, we can just get right into the point. Okay, that's closer. I don't know what the... So I think my question is... I'm asking Silvira if she could tell me about the Lords of Avernus, and kind of specifically, would any of them be good to ally with? Or I need to get 3 more words out of this. Would any of them have something we could use to deal with them? Like I can definitely rephrase that, but like have a good angle for striking a deal with that we could try to target.
Maybe ally recommendations instead of would any be good to ally with.
That actually is probably it. Just recommendations on who to ally with, and just ask it like that, so it's obviously a question. And that kind of covers all of that. Anything else we want to say to them? It's balmy in hell. Anything else to say to Sylvestra?
It seems like she could. It seems like she could be a fount of knowledge for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Potentially, but I feel like maybe focusing on this right now.
Or just like maybe any places to go visit.
Hmm.
Because with your incredible, suggestion, I have a lot of wars left now. Though we're probably asking too many questions of her to get like a good reply
Yeah, to get
in 25
a
words.
good answer, yeah.
So maybe I just go with these 19.
Maybe
Bomb-
ask
yeah.
if there's a place to specifically avoid, like she knows it's
Oh.
really, really bad, so that we can avoid dying.
She's just gonna say the volcano. We all know she's gonna say the volcano if you ask that.
Maybe the volcano is the safest place. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
This is a
That
good
map
message.
was big. I feel like there's
Yeah.
a lot more things that can kill us.
All right, I cast sending.
Okay.
It's
Go ahead and put it in
balmy
the-
in hell.
Okay.
Yeah. Let her know.
Let me count my words back.
Isn't it a D4 to even see if this goes through? Or did you already roll that?
You can go ahead and roll while I'm counting.
Okay.
Yeah, that could
Is
be
it a
good.
25 or a 20? I need to check.
Yeah, double check.
But if the target is on a different plane of existence, there's a 5% chance that the message doesn't work.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a D20, and hope it's not a 1.
There you go.
Okay, it went through. Though I probably shouldn't know whether or not it worked.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay. So Tiamat isn't on the list, which is interesting. I'll sort of share the names and the suggestion for Mad Maggie or Belle.
Maybe Tiamat's kind of her own thing. Is Tiamat bound to Avernus? Is she like a prisoner here, do you think?
Probably, yeah. I mean, she's a god, right? She could be doing way cooler, way different things than guarding the gate to this, right? Yeah.
Mad Maggie, huh? Can I do a history check on any of these? And can I? Do we have that book? I want us. Do we have that book on?
We do the book of. Oh my god, we do have. I think it's in the tower. I don't know if I brought it.
I think it's the bag of holding.
Yeah, we have the book of.
The book, children's books on gods?
No, there's endless knowledge on fiends.
Okay, we need to go look up these in the Endless Knowledge on Fiends book. We're still at the tower. Is it in the tower? Or is it in High Hall?
My notes say that it's in the tower.
Yeah?
I think I left it here, yeah.
Yeah. Make an investigation check to find the book that you left here.
Why didn't I take that with me? Seems like a good book to keep. There we go.
All right. Yeah, you remembered after a while where it was, and you pulled up, and you see it's a lot of information about like the different types of fiends. their strengths and weaknesses, all information that you've gleaned before. When you look for these specific names, only Belle's name is in the listing as the previous Archduke of Avernus, and it seems like the date of this book is from when he was the Archduke. And warlords are mentioned, but they are not any of these people.
Okay. I was getting ready to look up who wrote this and go and send them a letter.
Yeah, it seems it's a little outdated, but
Yeah.
you do know Belle. And if there's any other particular things you wanted to know, you can ask.
So,
Or you can just take it with you.
Yeah, I'll take it with me this time. Let me take it out. Put it in the bag holding.
based on what the book says about, they're all devils, right? These are all devils.
Belle is
Warlords
a
are
devil.
devils.
Warlords can be any powerful creature, so not necessarily a devil. As long as they're powerful enough to fight devils, they can, and they want to be in Avernus for whatever reason, they can be a warlord.
Okay. I'm real quick just skimming through our handouts for named creatures and persons to see if any of them match.
Oh, there you go.
Just
See
real
if you
quick.
ever unlocked any of them. Yep.
I don't think we have. Is Princeps a title or a name?
It is a title, kind of like Prince, and very similar. Generally a military title, though. You may recognize some of these from the one shot we did a while back.
I'm trying not to try to remember that, but
Yeah,
I feel like
that's why
maybe
you have
Mad
that
Maggie
feeling.
was on there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Mad Maggie was in the one shot, and Bitter Breath, Raga Draga, and Princess Kovic were all in the one shot we did, which was just like the drive, the supply run. But there's more.
Wouldn't it be fun if those PCs were running around down there somewhere?
I actually
Bump
had
into
to
the
delete them
one-shot
off the map the
characters.
other day because I was cleaning up Fort Knuckleman.
Aw.
They could be still there.
I don't even remember what I played.
I think you
Oh,
were
that's
all like
great.
monstrous. Like, I remember clearing a goblin.
We were goblins.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I remember me and Jimothy are goblins at least.
Yeah, I think someone was a hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Was
Maybe it was Ben.
Sorry, I think it muted me for whatever
Oh, there
reason.
you go.
Yeah, I think I was the Hobgoblin.
There you go.
I can't remember anything else about my character other than that.
Yeah, it was a while ago. So what do you want to do next?
and we should either go to High Hall or we should go to the Edge. One of the two.
I mean, probably just we don't need to hike all the way back up to High Hall. We could probably just hop off wherever down here-ish.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All You're all healed up and ready to go. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. Pretty good. Pavel slips up a little bit, but not enough. That is noticeable. And which part were you jumping off of?
Just heading down to here, right?
Down to there. Okay.
Yeah, just to the edge.
All right. Let me just double check that because you haven't explored that area. Okay, you're good. All right. So you go down to this edge. I'll bring you back to the other map. Okay, you see in the distance with your spyglass the hand-shaped mountain to the east. Go ahead and give your cast gliders.
I'm gonna make one big glider for everyone to use.
There you go. And then an acrobatics check for everyone.
I'm down to 5 gold,
boy.
y'all.
I can give you Pavel more gold if Pavel needs more gold.
No, I don't need any now, but
Vin has no
Exciting.
gold, so he won't give you any.
70. You're good.
All right, so you jump off Elturel. Go ahead and roll for Shadow.
It's just one big glider, though, right?
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah,
We're
tiebreaker.
all helping.
Mhm.
Shadow
Let's see.
tiebreaker. Oh no!
Yeah, that's not great.
You
But,
want to try
but
and...
Lulu's there too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, she could just fly as fast as the glider. But if you want to strap her on, yeah. She'll roll for sure. Help out. Help nudge your glider a bit.
She'll see us faltering and like
Yeah.
come in to help.
Yeah. Yeah, so just with her nudges, you don't like straight dive bomb, but you do land below Elturel and slightly to the east. Still have a day's trek to get to the mountain. But as you land and you're falling, you know, the kind of like the haze in the air is stinging. It's kind of almost acidic. And you see Elturel from a distance, and you see it is these giant like stakes in the ground with chains, and the chains are very slightly moving, ratcheting Elturel down into these ruins. You see down by the river Styx is tons of ruins of cities with slightly glowing like will-o-wisps of all different colors gathered around the ruins. These cities don't all look like they're from the material plane. They look alien to you. Some are of like this materials you've never seen before. The black is black, the white is white. See-through, things like that. And it seems like there's no one in the area. It's just a graveyard of cities by the river Styx. The ground you land on is rocky and ashen and clay. There seems pretty much barren, but the visibility is bad due to the constant haze. It's kind of a soot-filled air. You begin to march. Are you taking it slow? Kind of trying to go fast? Any details on how you want to navigate the terrain?
Before we get into that, maybe, can I take a look at my compass real quick and just confirm, like, yes, it is. It looks like it's like it probably not the volcano itself, but like
It's
pointing
definitely
beyond the
that
volcano.
direction, yeah. In like
Okay.
this general direction, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I just wanted to confirm before we
Mm-hmm.
went too much
Yes.
further. Yeah. I don't know. Do we just want to do like a moderate pace? Like
I feel
medium?
like, yeah, just a
Think so.
normal. I'm definitely
We-
gonna make sure I'm using my necklace of adaptation.
Nice. It's a little easier for Pavel than the others with this heavy, hazy air. You see the river Styx, almost looks like a flowing river of blood in the distance, but you travel away from it to the east.
Do we see at all, like, where the chains, like, where do they go on the ground? Are there any, like, I don't know, building structures?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Not good at that.
It's hard to see
Oh,
details through the haze, though. Yeah, you're unsure. It seems it goes into the ruins that are below, but you're unsure of any particular building or anything.
Okay. And the ruins, they're not inside of the sticks. They're just on the ground
Yeah, they're on the ground.
near
yeah.
the sticks.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Is there anything to indicate that like what's happening to Elturel happened to all these cities, or were these like original to this area?
Good question.
They're from
Make
all over the place, aren't they?
yeah, it doesn't seem like
Oh, right, but like
they're alien, but you're not sure if that's hell alien or not. Go ahead and make either
Okay.
history or investigation to puzzle it out.
try history.
Okay. Yeah, it seems that these are not hellish features, or these aren't devil-made ruins. So it seems these cities probably befell the same fate that Elturel could befall.
It's really interesting. And then, I mean, maybe this is just me, Smella speculating out loud, but there's so many cities here, and I get that, you know, time stretches back quite far, but this just seems like there are a lot of cities to meet this fate.
That's what we've heard, is that this has happened many times before, and no city has ever escaped.
This is very sad.
All right, the distance is a little bit too long for to get there in without taking a rest, or you can push through a rest and get exhaustion.
I think we would rest.
Yeah.
Exhaustion in hell is a bad idea.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right. You travel in the direction that you believe to be the fort. You don't yet see it, but you make it pretty much to the border of the hexes here. Before you feel like you need rest.
You said something about a fort. We're traveling towards the hand, right? The hand
Yeah,
mountain?
the mountain,
Mhm.
sorry.
Can we find a spot either in the ruins or in just a place that's outside the beaten track to maybe hide our tracks and hunker down?
Yeah, give me a survival check. Yeah, you're able to find kind of a you're already far enough away from the ruins So you're able to find just kind of like a rocky outcropping that can kind of keep you somewhat shielded from a few sides while you can rest. And you set up your bedrolls. It's not cold enough to need a fire, but you can make one if you want.
Probably not that many things to burn down here, I'm guessing.
No,
Well,
it'd
it's
have
not
to be
gonna
what
get
you
any
hold.
darker.
Yeah, it's just ash and rock.
Mhm.
I have one more sending to do if we're settling down, which is going to be to Eleonora.
Ah.
I'll put it in the chat. Could you please clarify what you meant when you said that Hirsim is bringing the Feywild into the estate?
You get a response back. The tree has grown twice as large, and its roots have destroyed the hedge maze. Wild plants have grown around the manor and started spreading into the manor.
Okay.
Pavel, sounds like some damage. You got home insurance?
Unfortunately, the Feywild is not. I've got hurricane, I've got flood, I've got fire,
Say, well, it's not coming.
but I don't have plants.
Mm-mm.
I had to spend an extra twice as much to get the Feywild coverage.
Yeah.
By the way, DM, Spinch has a shovel. Can we, or can he dig us like a very light, shallow ditch so that we're not totally exposed? Like we're kind of, and then mound the excavated dirt to kind of hide us so that we're like less noticeable.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a athletics check, because the ground is really rocky and it's hard to dig through.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but you're able to power through and clear yourself a ditch, which will, if anyone were to pass, they would have disadvantage on perceiving you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is this a way? Is this like a loophole in my deal with the Oberon?
Mm-hmm.
That like if the estate becomes overrun by the Feywild, it doesn't exist anymore, and I don't have an estate.
Investigation
Is
check.
that what? Okay. Oh man.
You think you would need to talk to a lawyer about this? That is a
Okay.
possibility, but you're not sure if it's if you can counteract it at all or anything.
Probably not from that.
It also could just be Hirsim being
Yeah.
chaotic.
Yeah, it could be. That's why he needs a new vacation spot, because the little slice of material in the Feywild, it's not going to be a slice of material in the Feywild for very long.
Okay, anything anyone wants to do during the long rest? Are you taking watches? Are you doing anything?
Should definitely take watches.
No, I don't think we need watches at hell, guys. I think we're probably okay.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Okay.
we should do watches for sure.
Finch will volunteer to go first.
Then they can take the middle watch, I guess.
I'll take the next.
Yeah.
Finch.
I
And...
guess Pavel will go last. If nothing is happening during my 2 hours, I want to go through Bername's journal and just see if he had any interesting projects he was working on.
Yeah. Alright, starting with Spinch though. Anything you want to do on your watch?
No, Spinch is kind of reaching like that numb point, and so he's just kind of like sitting there.
Yeah.
He's just looking out.
Yeah, it's hard to move that. You have to hold Alt. Great. Okay, so looking out, give me perception. Yeah, the
He's
haze
real
is
numb.
growing
His emotions
really
are
thick.
just.
Yeah. Seems like you're almost in like a fog cloud at the moment, and you don't see anything but the haze.
Makes sense. His emotions are like that, so that makes sense.
Mhm.
It's manifesting physically.
But nothing happens during your watch. You're alone with your thoughts in the shield.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Spinch will listen if the shield talks to him, or she has a name. If Shieldina talks to him, he will listen, but he's not actively speaking. He's just kind of sitting there, kind of like kind of like at that point where you're just exhausted from like so much emotion and you're not really sure what's going on. You're numb, and he's kind of at that point. But if nothing happens, he will just go to Vin. I think Vin's the next watch, and will just gently shake Vin and say, "Hi, Vin. It is your turn. I did not see anything."
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Finch.
Good luck.
Kind of roll out of bed.
Spinch immediately passes out. He was not looking great.
Yeah. All right, Ben. What would you like to do on your watch?
Perception. I don't think Vin's gonna do too much. He'll just keep a watch out for right now. It's all a new landscape.
Yeah.
Too much going on. Oh, unfortunately, we do have to take that first one.
Yeah.
So Vin is also in that bit of a haze.
Yeah. It seems like the haze is getting thicker, and it's starting to make you cough a bit. Like it's making you uncomfortable. But other than that, nothing happens.
Vin will try to like cover up a little bit and try not to breathe it as much, even if it's just like covering himself with his blanket. But it's probably not gonna do much good.
Yeah, it helps you with the coughing a bit for sure. At least it's not kicking up any like ash into your face.
And then I think Tamilla's next.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll wake up Tamilla at the end of my watch. If I don't see anything, and just be, hey, Tamilla, still nothing going on out there. I think it's been pretty quiet.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Roll into bed.
It's Mill. Mill, take watch.
All right.
And she does have something she wants to do, but she's also looking out. Do me a roll perception.
Yep, do perception. Okay. And what did you want to do?
So just wanted to take a look at my fire arrows and my tinkerer's tools. Do I need anything additional to try to make some more?
You will need something that is flammable. So like
Okay.
cloth or.
In that case,
Yeah. Good.
great. Oh, just something like cloth. That's all.
Yeah, you could use a cloth.
Do I have any?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Not sure I have anything good for
We
that,
have
but
alchemist fire.
dude, I don't
Just
want to
like-
give that up for fire arrows, though.
Yeah, but like maybe you can make alchemist fire arrows.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
As Tamila has that thought, do I think I could make alchemist fire arrows?
Give me a Tinker's Tools check with your intelligence.
Tinker's tools. I didn't. Okay, that did not work.
Uh-oh.
Hang on. So I'm just gonna roll intelligence.
Yeah,
But you
that
want
works.
proficiency bonus in intelligence, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is just gonna be intelligence, but it's just +3.
Okay.
Okay, 9.
You think you kind of miss lore a bit. You think if he was here, he could figure it out. Maybe worth another try tomorrow.
Okay. Do I have enough time to transfer over some of my silver tip arrows, or did I spend my entire thing fussing with that?
Yeah, you have enough time. Yeah. Since it's 2 hours, so you spend 1 hour fussing with that, and then you start transferring. Go ahead and roll another d20.
D20.
You get another
7?
7. Yep. And the haze gets so thick that you find it hard to breathe. I need to make a Constitution saving throw, and everyone that's resting also needs to make a con save with advantage. But Tamila does not have advantage.
Does my necklace of adaptation help with that?
Yes, you would be helped with that.
Nice.
Good, it's good.
Does that mean I don't need to roll, or?
I forget. It means you can breathe any environment, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you're good. You don't have to
Necklace of
roll.
adaptation. Yeah. While wearing this necklace, you can breathe normally in any environment,
Okay, great. Yep.
and you have advantage on saving throws against harmful gases and vapors, such as cloud kills,
so then
stinging cloud
you would just have
effects,
advantage.
inhaled poisons, and breath weapons.
Okay.
Okay, which we already have.
Yeah. So
Okay,
go ahead and
got it.
roll your con save then. With advantage, of course. Spence, you get advantage too, because you're resting.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Okay.
That's okay. Okay.
Didn't
so
help.
just Spinch is affected by the air is so thick it becomes poisonous and hard to breathe, Spinch. You immediately start coughing and you throw up a little bit in your mouth. And you find it
Ooh.
impossible to go back to sleep because you can't breathe very well. You have to focus all of your energy on breathing.
Is this a disease by any chance or no?
It would be considered a poison gas.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were the effects?
So it's essentially just you can't go back to sleep, so you're gonna have a level of exhaustion tonight.
Oh. Dang. Wait, do I get to hit my long rest button?
No, you don't.
Mm.
Oh, guys, Spinch is gonna wake up. I mean, Spinch is up and rough.
You think you
he looks
could
around.
move out of this and rest then, but right now in the smoke you can't rest.
Who's up right now? Tamila, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Spinch throws up. You definitely hear that. And he spits it out. And he'll kind of look to see who's awake. And he sees Tamila awake.
She'll go over to him.
Tamila, what is this?
It's the it's just the smoke. And Tamila will just try to do what she can to maybe make a cloth thing to go over his face to maybe help a little bit, but
I throw up all over it.
oh.
Yeah, it's all in his lungs. It's he just needs fresh air, unfortunately, at this point.
I'm just like, I tried to go to lay down, and you're like consoling him, and like every few seconds I feel like he's either coughing or vomiting.
Yeah. It's not a fun
No.
time for Spitch today.
Do we
Which-
need to?
It's funny because he has the
Do we-
highest save modifier.
Well,
Oh, do I?
Mm-hmm.
If I look around, do I think that if we just moved a little bit, like, do I see a place that could be like either more protected from the wind or something like that?
Yeah, give me a survival check.
Survival.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, you're able
Good one.
to find in the distance, you think it's about a mile out, so it would require relocating your camp. But it is kind of a hill with a that you could be on top of that would be above the haze.
I'm going to look at Spinch and rouse the group and say, "You can't stay in this haze. You can go back to bed soon. I just need to walk a little further.
Oh.
I'm sorry."
Oh.
What haze?
Yeah.
It is still like nasty. Like it tastes really bad,
Okay.
the air, and it does make you cough when if you get a
Okay.
big breath. Yeah.
I'm packing up
Okay.
and getting the group to wake up.
All right.
It takes you an hour
You guys,
to
as you're packing up,
relocate. Okay.
I was just gonna say, as you guys are packing up, you have to step around all the vomit.
Yeah. Yeah, you see Finch's lunch and breakfast and dinner all over the place. And you move, a mile away, and try to go back to sleep. Spinch, give me another con save with advantage.
Okay.
There you
Ooh.
go. You feel light and fresh and like you could just go
It was
right
just
back
food
to sleep.
poisoning.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You just had to get it out
I
of
just
your
needed to
system.
get it out of the system, yeah.
Yep. And you're able to fall asleep immediately as soon as you roll out your bedroll.
Nice. So Tamila, you see Spinch just immediately pass out as soon as the air gets better.
It's good.
At some point during the mile, Pavel will just mention, I need 150 gold worth of ink for tiny hut.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice?
Of ink, you said?
Yep.
The way
maybe
long
we'll
rest
find-
works, though, I think if you do heavy movement, you have to kind of start over.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to redo your shifts or continue from where we are and loop?
Well, I'm
Spinch
asking the
passed
group,
out.
but
So
I
he
would say
can't go
let's
first.
well let's continue, but loop. Let me go
Okay.
and then Pavel go, and then we'll wake up and
Okay. Give me a
then,
fresh perception check then for the new location.
perception.
All right. You have another 2 hours. There's something you'd like to do?
Okay. Phil feels bad and stays up extra long apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna roll the d20 twice to try to shift
yeah.
over the rest of her
Mhm.
arrows. D20
Oh, there you go.
twice. Okay, oops, wrong. Okay, so 16 was correct, and the second hour would be the 15.
Yep.
Yep, sorry, did that bad. Cool. I think that transferred all of them over.
Nice.
Yeah, it will. So actually, I finished in the first hour. I have all 20 of my silver-tipped arrows are now barbed silver-tipped arrows.
You see with that perception check, you do see You remember that strange metal machine you saw that rammed into the shield hall?
Mm-hmm.
You see one of those in the distance with a terrible screeching, growling sound as it kicks up the ash and the dust behind it and moves faster than a horse across the plains. It doesn't seem to have noticed you all.
Which way is it going?
It is going towards that mountain, though.
Towards the Hand Mountain?
Yep.
Okay. I will make a note of that and tell the group when we wake up.
All right. And then Pavel's after you.
Go wake up Pavel. He got an extra 2 hours before his.
Oh yeah, great. We moving again? No, we're good. Okay. I have some reading to do.
Okay, I'm going to bed.
All right. Have a good night. Give Shadow a scritches for me.
Oh yeah, it's all the scritches. You're the best cat. She'll fall asleep.
I'll roll perception.
Okay.
I'm not at advantage.
It actually, ash kicks up into your eyes, and you spend the first hour with like barely able to see because it's like burning your eyes,
This is ridiculous.
and you don't.
All right,
You have
Piggy,
to use
I
some
need
of
you
your
to
water
look at this book and tell me what the letters are. But I know that you can't read, so just tell me the shape of every letter.
So your first hour is much slower than expected for your reading. But go ahead and give me an investigation with just a regular investigation check for projects and reading. Nice. You see his projects for binding his summoned creatures into that prison, and that you noticed was evacuated when the Spirit of Knowledge left. And the types of creatures that were in there were mostly aberrations, with 1 or 2 devils. You think the binding spell could be used if you had on a devil, if you could get them into that prison. So the prison is still
Would it be
usable.
Yeah. Would it be possible to create the magic of the prison not at the prison?
Yeah, so you would still need a physical cage for the creature. Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
And you
Okay.
didn't notice anything
That's cool.
on your watch. Next would be Spinch.
Yeah, go wake up Spinch. Hello again. Wiki.
Spinch opens his eyes, sees it's Pavel, and just gets up. Doesn't say anything.
Hope you're feeling better. I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Nods.
And I gotta go and lay down and go to sleep.
Give me a perception check
So
for
Spinch.
Oh, good.
That's right. Yeah. Perception.
Okay.
Oh,
Mhm.
pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Spinch will try praying to Ilmater during his little moment here. Oh.
Go ahead and
That's cool.
roll
That's cool.
with advantage.
Okay, I'll try one more time.
That's better.
Okay.
Empowered
I think
by
Spinch-
Maloof's speech and sermon essentially the other day, reminds you, gives you that advantage for this check.
Nice, yeah. And I think having a little bit more sleep and more clean air, and having had some time to process some things, Spinch is slowly opening back up, and just kind of will casually talk to Ilmater, not in a very animated way like he used to, but kind of re-entering like the relationship and saying, "Hi, Ilmater. I have been very sad recently, and sometimes I feel like I know why, and other times I do not. And I had a very good talk with Maluth, and I think it helped me, but I also think that maybe I cannot be helped sometimes, and sometimes I feel like I cannot help my friends, and now I worry if they really want to be friends with me, and if I'm even any good, and that makes me sad. But I still love you very much, and I still think you are very good, and I hope that I can be useful to you. Well, I am down here now. I hope I can still talk to you and that you can hear me. Okay." And he kind of has that like demeanor where
Yeah.
he's still a little off,
Yeah.
but better.
He'll say you'll actually hear him in your mind this time, and he'll say, "Sometimes the pain is difficult to bear even for my followers. I'm sorry you feel this way, and I wish I could take on your suffering, but sometimes when your suffering is too strong, you need to rely on your friends. These are your friends, I feel it. Do not waver in your quest, and you will find your bond will grow deeper."
Nice. Spinch will sit with that as he continues his portion of the watch. Does anything happen?
You notice in the distance of the this way, you notice like a flock of flying creatures. And you did actually see one of these creatures in Elturel. Let me pull it up. Sorry.
Is it Araya?
It is not a Rhea, thankfully. Um, it's like almost like a vulture
Ooh.
gremlin thing. But there's like hundreds of them in a formation just
Oh,
flying
no.
over the bog, almost like a dark cloud. But they're not flying towards you. You just think it's maybe that's a nesting place for them.
Interesting. Okay. I will definitely tell who's after me? Vin.
Vin,
I
yep.
will wake Vin up and I will say, "Vin, there were scary birds that looked like a very dark cloud, and I think they came from over there. That is their home." And he will point where he saw to the bogs.
Okay.
They did not hurt us, though,
Right.
but
Oh,
there were so many, Vin.
okay. All right. Well, we don't have to deal with them now, and maybe, if we're lucky, we'll never have to deal with them. We'll just stay over there, and we'll. Lulu's gonna get her memories back from the Hand Mountains, and then something else is gonna happen, and then I'm gonna go talk to a person and give him a stick. It's yeah. He'll get up and I'll take his watch.
Okay.
Spinch will nod. Vin, can I ask you a question?
Sure, buddy.
Am I your friend?
Yep.
Will you ever leave me?
Oh, I mean, probably. That will probably be when I like die or something, or you die. I don't actually know which of us is gonna die first. It's probably me.
That's very
Spinch
fair.
is not laugh. That's me as a player laughing.
Yeah, I know.
Spinch will respond. Spinch will respond with a hug, and it feels a little bit more like Spinch. Like it's not super animated, but it has more warmth to it than what he's
I would
been
imagine
showing previously.
I imagine it's one of those hugs where, like, if Spinch would have offered, Vin would have hugged back, but it was just too sudden. So, like, Spinch is just fully engulfing Vin, arms and all.
Yeah.
So it's just a one-sided hug.
It's like a
and Vin
log.
will just, like, yeah, he'll just reach his hand up and, like, tap his arms a couple of times. Hey there,
Yeah.
I got it.
I hope you have a good night, Vin.
Yeah. Hopefully we can finally finish this up and then get moving to the hand or whatever.
Spinch will nod and go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then a final watch and anything you'd like to do.
No, I think Vin will keep just an eye out on the bogs, I guess, at this
Mhm.
point to the north, just to see if he can see any of those flying creatures, or anything else around. That's it.
Yeah, you do see kind of the same black cloud does a little like a C shape formation into the sky and then back down into the bog. It seems to be patrolling its own bog and not going outside of that area. So you guys seem safe here.
That's good.
All right. And with that long rest, as Tamila predicted, you all level up. And that'll be the end of our session.
Gosh.
Yay!
Wow, that's exciting.
Imagine if, like, the smoke followed us and we just never got that long.
Yeah, we're just like, screw it, we'll push through.
Yeah. But that was a very good survival
Or
check.
oh my
yeah.
gosh, if Spinch was the only one that didn't laugh.
Yeah. That would have been sad.
Just puking. Everyone's feeling great, stronger. Spinch is just hurling his guts out.